come this way before. Travel through open door. Circumstances navigated the path. And life happened oh so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm offbeat, I still land on my feet. And nothing can shake me. Cause I know life took a hold of me. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. No, never. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games we play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. Hey. It's all in what you do. Hey. Some things you gotta do. Hey. It's fight for millions. Take a second, see the blessing in it. With much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine, let them see it brilliant. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it through like for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm aces. Learn and develop patience. Determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving. They changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind. So I do it for all my people. Jabbing in competition. Back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lacking. While cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, giving something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm gonna wrestle and fight this final round. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games we play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a lie. Telling you the truth, hey. It's all in what you do, hey. Some things you gotta do, hey.
Oh, it wasn't turned up. Oh, damn. My bad, y'all. My bad. Welcome to the show, y'all. Damn, I look black as hell with this sweater on. God damn. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Love is the word. What's up, DV, mate? What's up, the majestic JP? But we gonna call him JQ. Hey, what up, Kai? What up, G Brown? Mike Weary the Great. What's up, ×2? Aeon, what's up? What's up? Unique Don, shout out to your family, man. You had a birthday. Shout out to your family, man. Oh, man, rest in power to your family. What up, KJ? Big Lloyd, what's up, big homie? Corey Mack, what's up? Let's get it popping. Right, Robert Brown, let's get it popping. No justice, no peace. No racist police. What up, man? What up? AKA Cletus, man. Cletus. What up, TT? TT. What up, little Tink Tink? Hey, Ben Crump, man. Ben Crump about to get paid again, man. Man, imagine making 27. Oh, shit. 27. Imagine getting 33%. 33% of 27 million. You're a civil litigator. Ain't changing no laws. Man, come on, man. You can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up. But I'm going to tell you one thing, man. I'll say this again. As I said it at the beginning of George Floyd. Once again, we have the potential of taking advantage of the moment. And I don't mean not in an insensitive way towards George Floyd and or Mr. Wright, but the world is watching. America wound is being seen by everyone involved. And I can tell you once again, they're going to negotiate, and the politicians are going to say, we're sorry, this shouldn't happen. They're going to come out with a civil agreement, and then they're going to go to trial, and no laws are going to get changed. And it's going to be something about training. Police need to be trained, and whatever the case may be, man. What up, TBA? So what's up, Brandon? What's up, man? Welcome to the show, man. Brandon Corey Williams. Have I met you before?
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. So the phone lines are open, man. So feel free to call in. I just think that, oh man. Can I say I'm desensitized to being hopeful? Can I say that? Is that fair? So I was thinking as I was thinking about this show tonight, I was like, we got two options. Either we become independent as possible, as independent as we can, or you give your life, at the end of the day. And right now I'm subscribing to become as independent as possible. You know what I mean? Like, man, be comfortable, man. Be glad, creating your own universe within this shithole, don't compare yourself to all these what they call it, American dream standards. And yeah, man. So I'm just encouraging y'all. What's up, SS Caesar? Man, just yeah, try and stay hopeful. Try and stay hopeful. You know what I mean? I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling very pragmatic. You know what I mean? I'm feeling like America is what it is. It's no sense even comparing yourself to a white person. It's no sense comparing yourself to someone who's doing better than you, or someone who sees favor in America, whether it's the wealthy or the privileged. What's up, Corey Mack? Appreciate you, man. Ben Crump in the right line of business, because police brutality against blacks ain't going nowhere, unfortunately. He about to keep getting paid. Oh, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Because you got to see, he willingly takes these cases on contingency. And why not? You become famous, and you're gonna get a check. And if George Floyd got 27 million, I can't imagine what this guy gonna get. It was negligence on the police part. Oh, admitted negligence. Oh man. Whew. Man, ain't no telling, right? Ain't that what Drake say? Ain't no telling. I don't know how much they can get from this case. Woo, this might be a record. Admitted negligence. George Floyd wasn't admitted negligence. They going to trial for that. This is admitted negligence. Woo, Lord, they might bankrupt the city with this one. Oh man, they might have to call in the reserve. They might have to go to, where's the reserve in Philadelphia? The Mint is in Philadelphia, right? They got to go down to the Mint for this one. Shit, this is the first time I've seen admitted guilt, that I could think of off the top of my head, So I'm happy for the family that it's an open and shut civil case now. It's an open and shut criminal case too, because it's an admitted negligence. So it's just what they're gonna charge her with. Manslaughter, second. I don't think it'd be first degree murder. Second degree murder, maybe. I don't know what second degree murder is, but I know first degree murder is like planning it out, right? What's up?
And this is what it feels like.
How you feel? What's up?
What's going on, Fred? How you doing?
I'm feeling great, man. I appreciate you asking. What you got?
No problem. I want to go in on this nigga Ben Crump for a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
This dude is a dickhead. He holds a press conference outside the damn courthouse while they just dismissed for break, like a lunch break on trial, and have the family come up there. He just calls for grounds for mistrial. This dude probably make more money than every athlete.
He does.
Off of dead bodies. It's crazy.
Yeah.
We got to get him up out of the community. I don't know. This dude is crazy.
Yeah,
he's doing a disservice to us.
I mean,
he only get paid off our murders. That's crazy.
Yep.
You gonna say something?
No, I'm just listening. I'm just listening to you. I hadn't got a chance to watch the press conference, but I saw him draped up in his 1965 New York wear. I saw which is the picture, the thumbnail for this show, but I hadn't got a chance to watch it. But I pretty much know what he said.
All you need is one jury to say they heard it, and it's grounds for mistrial.
Oh, he compared it to the George Floyd trial and all that?
No, he did it right outside the courthouse, and the George Floyd family, they went on like a lunch break where the jurors allowed to dismiss for break, and the family came up and stood behind them. This dude is a fool. Why would you do something like that while the case going on? And the case was, I was paying attention on and off to the case. I wasn't just watching it all day. Like on and off, if I'm not doing anything, I might check up on him.
Sure.
It looked like they had a good case up on him. It looked like he was going to get found guilty. That's what it looked like. I don't got no hopes for it, but it looked like they was doing a good job on him. Had a black prosecution person. He don't seem like he had funny money.
Where are they now in the trial? Are they defending themselves yet, or are they still with the prosecution?
No, it's the defense. They should go. They could be going into deliberation next week.
Oh, really?
Ooh,
yeah, Lord. Man, hey, deliberations is like everybody's. Well, if you're black, everyone is on pins and needles, man. Woo. I remember, man. They gonna do it on a Sunday at 12 o'clock when they know niggas in church. They gotta do something, man, because they can't do it during the week, or it might be I remember they did Trayvon on Saturday because I was at the Long Beach airport going to Vegas. Yeah. So
all right, bro. I'm gonna get over there. I might call back.
All right, appreciate. Oh, the defense started today. Oh man.
Yeah, it started today.
Yeah, okay, the defense started.
The judge said they could be deliberating by next week.
Oh, that's I don't know if that's awesome or not, but because I want that guy to get life, but we'll see.
I don't know. They ran through about 4 or 5 witnesses today.
Oh, that's wow. So they got about 30 witnesses though. They got a bunch of experts and drug counselors and they may even find the person that sold him dope before. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. You don't know who they got in their bag of tricks, so we'll see.
All right, I'll call back again.
All right, appreciate you. Yeah, that's a fast trial. 2 weeks. This is the second week, right? I'm gonna play catch up. If I'm gonna start playing catch up on it. I just refuse to be emotionally attached to it. Watching it every day, that ain't my swag anymore. I ain't about to get. He could get 20 years, max 20 years. Well, he ain't gonna do. Well, if the max is 20, he definitely ain't gonna get 20, right? What up, man?
Young Malcolm, I'm the leader of the movement.
What's up?
Man, what it do, Fred? What it do?
How you feeling, man?
Oh, man, I'm feeling better, man. I'm feeling great, man. Yeah, man, the last 2 nights, man, I've been off the Tron, so I've been kind of in and out of the chat. Yeah. So, man, with this shit going on, I'm gonna be honest with you, Fred. I'm kind of desensitized to all this shit happening. I'm all for change and all our people getting killed, but it's like every single 2 months, every single 2 weeks, it's like another black man gets killed, another brother gets killed in the street. So that's what I say about that.
Nah, yeah, you're right. You're right. Now we're gonna be like, another one, and just keep on playing basketball. Another one, keep on playing that Fortnite, whatever game y'all playing, Madden. Yeah, right. It's getting to that point, So, but But Ben Crump living his best life, you know. Black Lives Matter, Ben Crump, they living their best life. $1 million houses. The parents of these kids, man. The parents of these kids aren't in commercials. The parents of these kids aren't getting free Cadillacs. The parent of these kids aren't living in $1 million homes. It's just beside me. It's just beside me, man. How it's become a business now. It's hustle. It's $1 million pimping out here off of black trauma, man. It's pimping. CNN ratings is higher. It's high. They up again talking about black trauma. I'm sure Fox is, and you know, so it is what it is.
Yeah. And I forgot what was the brother in Minnesota who just got killed. Like I was watching something on like
Duante Wright.
Yeah, Duante Wright. Yeah, rest in peace to him.
Yeah,
man, I seen something earlier like on Roland Martin. Like it was like basically about like how the warrant, like it wasn't even like it was a bullshit warrant to begin with.
Yeah.
So I think Oh, you heard about that too?
I saw a meme about it. They said it was for like marijuana or something, like a joint or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know like what the warrant was about, but I think it was like a bullshit. They said it was like a bullshit warrant from like a court. It was like an error in their system. So
it was an error. Like, well, it was a warrant. So I mean, it's done. I just think. I said it last night, man. Don't sacrifice your life for a misdemeanor. You know what I mean? Please don't. Please don't. That's all I'm saying. Don't sacrifice like putting yourself at the mercy of the police officers for a misdemeanor. You know. So
yeah. So what you thought about Jerron Ennis on Saturday, man?
I thought he looked great. I thought Jerron Ennis looked amazing. I think he's ready for Sean Porter. I think he has the height and reach to compete against anybody at the welterweight division. Can he win? I don't know, but I think he can beat a guy like I think Sean Porter is easier for him than Keith Thurman.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't think Sean will bother him. I think Sean will have a hard time being consistent with that pressure.
I mean, yeah, I could see that, but I think as far as like a style matchup, I think that Keith Thurman, his ass is grass. Like he better not ever step foot in the ring with Jerron Ennis.
Oh yeah. I see that. No, I see that. I definitely see, but I think in a Keith Thurman fight, I think he's gonna be very tactical and
which he should. Yeah, he's gonna try to box it. Yeah, he's gonna try to box, but I feel like eventually Jerron Ennis is gonna eventually get to him.
Sure.
And yeah, it's gonna be the end of Keith Thurman.
Yeah.
Now, do I think he's ready for like the champions at 147? I think he's ready. I think he's ready for Bud and Errol.
He can compete with him. I think hopefully Earl is gotten better than Danny Garcia, which I believe he would, because he's further and further away you get from the accident. He gets better and better. I think Earl's pressure is special. You know, I think so.
It is, but I think personally right now, I think this is the best. This is the best time to probably get Ennis right now, because once he gets better, like he's around my age, so like when he gets older and stuff like that, like when he gets 24, like when he gets to like 154, he's gonna be a monster. He's gonna be unstoppable. Ain't nobody
gonna be able to beat him. He's a monster now. Earl not fighting him anyway, not unless they catch each other at 54. You know, Earl and Terrence not fighting him because, well, Terrence may stay at 47, but I can't see Earl staying at 47. So if he catches him at 54,
moving up next year.
Yeah, if he catches him at 54, then they'll fight. But I can't see Earl fighting him at 47 just because of he's going after the belts. So
right. Right. The only way I see him fighting him is if Ennis beats the mandatory, and then he gets the IBF mandatory spot, and then he has to fight him or something. That's the only way I see them fighting at 47 right now. But at 54, I think I could definitely see them fighting, and I think that Ennis will eventually get Errol at 54.
That'll be
at 47 right now. I think that Ennis can compete with Errol, but I think that Errol will beat him.
Yeah, Earl would beat him. I think Earl would beat him at 47 for sure. I want to see how Earl looks at 54. Those some dogs up there. I think anybody can beat anybody at 54. Even Jamel. I think even Jamel can lose at 54. So
yeah, absolutely,
mhm.
absolutely. Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on the schedule? Well, the fights that I showed you.
I mean, they're good. Hopefully, they come to fruition. You think? Hopefully, they're good, man. Hopefully, your source is right. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing Earl and Charlo back-to-back weeks. That's cool. I'm not going to both, but that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Not,
Well, that's all I had for. I'm back in the chat.
Right.
Appreciate the call.
Appreciate you, bro. Hustler home, man. What's up? What it do? What you got?
What's good, baby? What's good? Hey, I got a question for you though, man. Just a quick little question. The dude Crump, like I hear how people up here, you know what I'm saying, kind of throwing little shots at the brother, you know what I'm saying, for defending black people. But who you suggest to defend black people? You think these black people should hire white lawyers or Jewish lawyers, or do you think that they should just
Good question.
hire a black lawyer? What
No.
do you think, personally?
Good question. I believe that when you're saying that laws need to be changed, when you got the post of Black America on your side, you got the wind beneath your wings, you're getting all the money. I think you need to stop making comfortable deals, get uncomfortable, go down to the legislative branch and get these laws changed. He is the most important person outside of the politicians. He is the most important person as it pertains to getting rid of qualified immunity is what y'all want to get away. And I'm talking to the people who are pro Ben Trump. But he's just going down there making deals because obviously he has everybody's number on speed dial, you know, and Minneapolis is a state, Minneapolis, right? Could be the case study for the rest of America. So I think Ben Crump is our trump card, and he's been our trump card. He's been our trump card, and I think now yesterday was the time. Last year was the time. But if he's just going down there to negotiate checks and hold press conferences, who's going to have the courage of Malcolm X? And then here's the most beautiful thing about 2021. Your life is not in danger being a leader in Black America at this point, as it was in the 50s and 60s and 70s. Like your life is not in danger. So,
in theory, your life is not in danger.
I'm comparing errors. So I think that he has to take the initiative.
I didn't ask you what should the people do, who the people should go to, because I feel like your message. I'm sorry. Your message. I feel like your message that you're giving out is being. I understand what you're saying, but the people that's listening to the people in the chat is kind of misconstruing because you know a lot of people got this little group think going on. You know what I'm saying? So when you say something. Or when you give a tone about a brother and another person that kind of, you know what I'm saying, just follow the words you're saying instead of listening to the words you're saying, they get a whole nother translation of what you're actually saying. I feel like some of the brothers just called is on some shit like a brother saying, I'm tired of this dude. We need to get this dude out of our community. My question is, what should the fucking black families do though? Who should they go to? If we can't depend on our black brothers, you know what I'm saying? Who should they go to?
Well, you guys are under, man, when you got open and shut cases, Ben Crump's job, Ben Crump I shouldn't say only because I don't know his entire record, but every time I see him on the news, it's versus a conglomerate that has millions upon millions of dollars, which is the police department. And he always takes cases that I see in public where he's going to win a civil suit, right? And And if you have parents like Mike Brown and Tamir Rice clinging on to their last dollar, lashing out in frustration at Ben Crump, who told her she shouldn't have been the face of it. He was too intense. I'll use the word intense. She was too much like a black woman, basically, is what she was saying, right? And for whatever that means, go watch the interview. And then Mike Brown's dad coming out and says, Black Lives Matter didn't do nothing for me. Ben Crump has been attached to Black Lives Matter, I believe, since Black Lives Matter come about, because he said it. I've seen him echo it. I've heard him echo it. And so I say this. I'm not disappointed in the money. I'm not interested in the money that he's making, because if he's taking these cases on contingency because he knows he wants that 33%, and he needs to go to the legislative branch, because at the end of the day, only the family that gets the money still lost a family member, and guess what's going to happen 10 miles down the road?
Mm-hmm.
Duante Wright is going to get murdered by a police officer.
Oh yeah, I feel you on that. All right, on a lighter note, I don't want to suck your. I don't want to suck all your time.
Okay, let's have this conversation. Go ahead.
I'm about to comment on the endings because I don't know enough. You know what I mean, to rebut, because I'm kind of like you. Like I try to stay away, because if I can't get deep down into the situation, into a subject, I don't delve into it, like the cases and stuff. If I don't have enough time to really watch all the stuff, so I'm not gonna get little tidbits and gain an opinion about a bunch of little tidbits about information. That's not how I roll. But anyway, we go. I just want to comment about Jerron. I think I like Jerron, and Jerron shows good skills and all that, but like to say that he'll beat Earl Spence, Jerron hasn't been challenged enough to say he good enough to beat Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. So a lot of people I ain't gonna put Terrence Crawford there, because I don't think Terrence Crawford has been challenged enough to beat Earl Spence. And I like all three fighters, you know what I'm saying? But I just hope we get this Charlo and Earl Spence doubleheader. Did you see his Twitter earlier? He said he was sharing a car with Earl Spence.
He said that?
Man, he put on his Instagram, on his Twitter, that he's sharing a card with Earl Spence Jr.
He said that?
Yes.
Oh, that's
that
great.
Was on his sheet.
That's great to hear.
True. But hell, I'm gonna fall back in the chat.
Appreciate you.
Salute everybody in the chat. Peace.
Man, I am out the loop in terms of boxing. I'm not getting this shit every day. So he said ain't shit popping right now. Let's see what else he said. Oh, let me click on his name. I forgot how to fucking do Twitter. Keep running your mouth. You got that. I'm debating on what city I choose. Spence Charlo doubleheader? No, sir, right now. No, he said no, sir. I don't know what the fuck. I mean, he talking riddles, so y'all got to help me read that. Help me read that.
And this is what it feels like.
What's up, 682? What's up?
Hey, what up, Fred?
Hey, what
this is Rod in 870, man.
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for calling in.
Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, I just want to call you, hitting on a subject tonight that I think, people need to call in and express themselves. So, I think we need to look at Ben Crump. It's not somebody who's coming in to, and I was the same way you were. I was like, why does this dude come in every time? And it's about the money. And then I talked to a guy that's local here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area who's into like Black Lives Matter and politics and things of that nature. And he was explaining to me that a lot of these families bring in somebody like Ben Crump because he's a recognizable figure. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these cases wouldn't get the recognition without somebody like him being there to bring the recognition and get the people behind it and the media behind it the way he does. And that's his specialty. His specialty is to bring attention to some of these cases. Like the guy used, for example, the Trayvon Martin case had been going on for like 3 or 4 months and nobody even knew about it until Ben Crump got involved. And then when he got involved, they brought in media. They started speaking loud, getting attention. And then the case became a national case after being Crump got involved. And then they arrested George Zimmerman. So you have to look at him as something like that. And when the guy explained that to me, I kind of understood, like, okay, that makes sense. He's not there to win cases. His law, his like I was listening to one of the mothers, like you said, talking about how he didn't know the laws and he didn't know this. And one of my lady friends is a lawyer, and she was explaining how they go in to help consult the family and almost like a consultant in a law in a attorney like figure to help them get in the right positions. Because when you're a lawyer like in certain states, and you understand that part. So you might not understand the laws in this state and that state 100% the way you understand it in your own state. It's just like insurance laws. Insurance laws change from state to state. So when we look at this guy, we have to look at him as somebody who's coming in to bring recognition to the family and to the case so the prosecutor can charge. But yet he's also going to handle the civil suit also. So you're right about that. The other thing I would say too, and I want to bring to you also, you still there, Fred?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, it's quiet on your end. Okay. So with Black Lives Matter, I think we get caught up too much in the Black Lives Matter organization. I focus on Black Lives Matter because in my personal life and with my family, Black Lives Matter to me. That's what I focus on. But if we look at the group and we look at the mission, their mission is not to give Michael Brown family money. That's not their mission. They filed a lawsuit with the state of St. Louis or Ferguson, and they got money from that. Now, Michael Brown family is involved with the chapter of Black Lives Matter in the St. Louis area. Yeah, they should provide them with funds so they can run the business. But their direct mission is to provide funds for groups of people that's trying to fight police brutality, fight police reform, and get bills passed. Not to say, oh, we got $90 million, so Michael Brown daddy need $1 million, so we're going to give him $1 million so he could run this project over here. It's not their mission. If your mission is to, let's say, Fred, you want to do a mission to fight prison, something dealing with the prison, like something with private prisons. You want to have private prisons shut down. So you raise $50 million in funds. Why should somebody who's in another, like part of the fight, whereas if they're in police reform, come to you and say, oh, well, you got this money over here with prison reform, you should give us this money. That's not the case. So when we look at Black Lives Matter, I don't know what they're doing with the money, Fred, as far as the people who's running the show. That's kind of tricky. So I think they do need to audit to make sure those people aren't putting funds in their pocket. But at the same time, we have to stop listening to all these people to say they're saying, well, Black Lives Matter to give me money, and Tamika Mallory and these folks that give me money, and they're doing this. No, because they have a mission and they have chapters. And if you have a chapter and you're doing a mission, then no, it's not to fund everything Black. It's to fund whatever the mission is. And that's what we have to understand. So I'm with you on everything, man. I agree with you. We need to keep fighting. And like you said last night, I know the woman is guilty. The cop is guilty for shooting him. But Fred, you were absolutely right. I said the same thing you said. I said this kid should have just stayed out, let them put him in handcuffs, gone down to the station. He would have been out in a day or two, and he would still be alive today, man. And I just wish he would have did that. But the lady was still wrong for pulling out her gun instead of her taser and shooting him. It was just bullshit that she didn't know the difference between the two. Yeah. But that's my call, man. Tell me what you think, man. After I get off, I'm gonna start back listening, kind of give me some feedback if you think I was right or wrong, if you understood, and then I'll call back in tomorrow.
All right, appreciate you.
Yep. All right.
Yep. Here's my take on this, man. Black Lives Matter gets a lot of momentum from Black trauma, right? That's the big brush, right? when you look at the fissures of, or the sectors of Black Lives Matter, a lot of it has to do with police brutality. That's where the attention is, and that's where the money's at. Okay. They don't do Black Lives Matter on gang violence, whether it's Mexican on black, black on black, Mexican on excuse me. Well, Black Lives Matter is not mad, but you get what I'm saying. They don't do Black Lives Matter when a black man gets fired or a black woman gets fired from a job. It makes CNN news. It gets bigger. Its noise gets louder when a white police officer shoots a black person in America. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe Black Lives Matter owes that kid in Minnesota a check. He's the only one that I've known that survived. You know, he's paralyzed. They owe him a check, I believe. And the list goes on and on as to who I believe Black Lives Matter owes a check to. I don't believe a Black Lives Matter member can do any type of celebratory function, whether it's a commercial, whether it's a meeting, whether it's a deal, without the family that is in mourning. It's just simply just what I believe. Go ahead, Reg.
Yeah, man. I to me, y'all, something is like fundamentally wrong with black people, and I'm including you into this. You, my brother, but I'm including you into this as well, because anytime y'all dealing with the pointing out of microscopic bullshit analysis on black people who have achieved success, it's finding ways to knock them. Now, y'all bring up this being Crump shit because you see him at the focal point of many of these situations, to where these situations get ignored without this dude as the face. Now, if there's white attorneys all over this, I wouldn't say two bits of shit, because it seems that black people know their place when it comes to white people being involved in their situations and profiting off of it. Now that a black dude has stepped in there and replaced whites, black folks have an issue with it. And with black folks' issues, they don't have an understanding of what this dude's role, position, and job is. A lot of families reach out to this dude. He has tremendous success rate and getting shit done and achieved, getting these people compensated with settlements from certain states that they deal with. This is what a civil rights attorney's job is. Y'all live in a mindset that he's supposed to be on the court trials representing the families as well, because y'all may see trials to where the family receive a settlement, but the the criminal cases are lost. That has nothing to do with them, with what his firm does. And black people need to get understanding before they start to hate on people and dig into the trial, because he also represents white folks as well. When civil rights are violated, they're violated. But just because they don't broadcast on the news, black folks act as if they don't exist. We have these other situations. How many black people fall in this George Floyd situation? Zero. How many black folks fall in the Ahmaud Arbery situation? Zero. We tend to only have a heightened level of paying attention to shit when it's trending and when it's broadcast by this white media we act like we escaped from. So black folks have a tendency, and this is why white folks continuously fuck with black folks, because they know black folks have this tendency to internalize that hatred and start to find ways of knocking each other down. Now, the other shit, going into the Black Lives Matter shit, them people don't owe them families shit. They ain't profiting off these damn people. These families could have did the right thing. Mike Brown and the mother and shit was doing all the wrong shit. They have a ill understanding of how shit function. When these folks are making money now, white black people got an issue with it. There's been people profiting off of our pain and trauma for a long time, for far too long. And now that black folks have started to step in the forefront of taking control of that power, that narrative, because they have rejected the fear of these motherfuckers. Because when you accept fear, you lose your power. And too many black people are powerless because they're so fearful of these people. We're so fearful of seeing other folks find success and doing what we supposed to be doing for our own situations. You got a black attorney doing this shit. Let him do his thing. His family's reaching out to him. Let him do his things. And I think a lot of people in the system may be afraid of this motherfucker. That's my thoughts. Find an understanding what Ben Crump's job is. And go from there. Y'all look into this Black Lives Matter shit. Are you Black Lives Matter? You ain't part of the organization. What you worried about? Start your own shit. They making money. Let them make money. You gonna make money off of what you have built. You gonna let people pull you away? Oh, you sold out because you making money. Oh, you done got rich off of this. You owe me something because I write in the chat or I come to the show. That's how people gonna react to that shit. That's the problem with black folks. You make money, congratulate that shit. Sure, these motherfuckers, he ain't doing sellout shit, so I can't knock it. The nigga ain't a sellout, don't knock it. But that's my thoughts. Even with the Al Heyman shit, nigga ain't a sellout, don't knock it. But peace.
Ooh, okay, let me respond to that. First of all, I think you can't be 100% arguments on both sides. And what I mean by you said black people ain't watching this, black people ain't watching that, but we get mad at one black person. Or as I try and do most of my times, I try and do I try and do conversations by starting off by saying I, because I want to be accountable for my words. We, as it relates to Ben Crump, I don't care. Oh, he mentioned white, and then I'll lead into Ben Crump. Thank you. I don't care what white people do. I personally don't care. I don't care about them. I don't care about them as it pertains to, let me finish my thought. I don't care. Mute your phone real quick. I don't care what they do. Appreciate you. I don't care what they do. Ben Crump is in position. Ben Crump is in position to make a difference. You understand? Ben Crump has the power. When have we become a nation of titles? Oh, he's just a basketball player. LeBron James can't talk about shut up and dribble, LeBron. That's basically what you're saying about Ben Crump. Oh, you're just a civil lawyer. Shut up and be a civil lawyer. When did we just become a person with one responsibility? We fight for LeBron James when he speak out about civil liberties and systemic racism, but Ben Crump can't walk into the state capitol and say, the state of Minneapolis needs to get rid of qualified immunity and squeeze their pension. He is our voice. If he doesn't want to be our voice, you know what he shouldn't do? Stop talking like it. Stop acting like it. Just go negotiate that civil suit and move on. But when he speak, oh, black people in America got to be treated. You know who he sounds like? He sounds like he wants to be a civil rights leader. Come on, let's just call a spade a spade. We stop acting like he has one job. You know, he's not acting like he has one job. He wants to be Martin Luther King. Sounds like a Martin Luther King. I'm not saying word for word, but he wants that. He wants that role. He desires that role. He wants to be on CNN. He held a press conference at the lunch break, which summarizes who he wants to be. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Ben Crump, do that civil shit. I don't know his record. I just know every time I see him, he is fighting against a conglomerate that has millions upon millions of dollars. Okay? Ben Crump, if he wants to be the man that he say he is when he does these interviews, change the laws. Excuse me, he can't change the laws. Advocate on our behalf to change the laws. You got to go the extra mile. You got to go the extra mile. You got the money. You got the platform. You got everyone on. He got every politician in Minneapolis on speed dial. This is the case study for the rest of America. If it don't happen, if whatever we're desiring don't happen in Minneapolis, the next time this shit might happen like this is 20, 30 years from now. How many perfect storms are black people going to get in this fucking country we call America? Ahmaud Arbery, I'm speaking, I'm making points, so don't think I'm being insensitive. Ahmaud Arbery gets motored down. mowed down. And then it goes to George Floyd. And guess what? The world stops. We in this shit called a pandemic. All we can do is watch TV and eat food and look on YouTube every goddamn day. And then we get another perfect storm. This young man gets mowed down. This man gets mowed down 10 miles from the trial, 10 miles from the epic center. 10 miles from the epic center. How many more perfect storms are we going to get? They got the money. They got 27 and 9. That's $36 million. He takes 33% of that minimum. 33. We ain't going to talk about the legal costs, but he gets 33% because I've allowed lawyers, and I'm just using my California example. 33% of $34 million is $11.3 million. That's gross. They got the money. We got the attention. Imagine if Martin Luther King just was a preacher. Imagine if Malcolm X was just a minister at Mosque number 7 in New York. Imagine if your mom was just a cook. You get what I'm saying? So anyways, man, what's up, man? What's up, Lil Heyman? What you got?
What's up, Fred? How you feel, man?
I'm good, man.
Listen, I have some strong feelings about this. Man, Reggie was way off base on that. I completely disagree. I'm more on the line with Tamir Rice's mom. I mean, listen, Ben Crump, he's an ambulance chaser. He's not doing good work. These cases are settled out of court. He's not doing significant work. You know, he goes in, negotiates with the city. All the families come out the same. Don't show any anger. Don't burn down the city. You know, forgive. It's the same thing over and over again. You know, he cuts these deals with the city. They bring it to, he comes to these families. You know, they don't have the money. Don't worry about money. I'll take care of it. We'll make sure you get a settlement. He tells them, don't show any anger. Don't do anything of substance that's going to initiate any change. Black Lives Matter. There was just a report that the lady got 3 mansions all over the country. And it's built off the back of all these black men and women getting killed. The family gets nothing. There's no reason Tamir Rice's mom, her nonprofit, has no money. But Black Lives Matter, they're got millions. They're buying mansions all over the country. You know what I mean? Mike Brown's family is struggling. This is ridiculous, man. And that's the thing. It's been like this throughout our history. We let these people come in. They're not tied into our community, and they just exploit us. Al Sharpton. He's a new age Al Sharpton, the same type. Al Sharpton was out there being an undercover FBI agent, doing that for years. Ben Crump is the same type. He's not for us. He's for himself. He'll represent anytime there's a civil something like this, he's right there with the family. And they come out with the same thing, the same press conference. It's disgusting. Tamika Mallory is out there doing endorsement commercials like she's Jordan or LeBron James, talking about, I've been in, ministry and support for 25 years, but she's only like 30 years old. I mean, it's disgusting, man. And we have to speak out and stop supporting these people. Yes, we need to call them out. Stop giving them a voice in our community. It's not helping us, man. It's disgusting. I hate seeing it. It's always the same thing. You keep doing the same thing. It's insanity. You know, he goes, creates these civil cases, and we get nothing from it. I'm definitely agreeing with you, man. It's painful. The whole direction that we take is wrong. We need to change motives. People like Ben Crump, Tamika Mallory, Black Lives Matter. We have to avoid these people. They are no good for our community. They take advantage of us, and they're not doing anything for these families. I don't need them to do anything for me, but these families who are struggling, they lost a loved one. Yes, they may have gotten a check, but every time you see them, they keep throwing their names out over and over and over again. While they get the money, they buy mansions and do nothing for us. It needs to change, Fred. I'm right with you on that, man. I'm right with you. And real quick, I wanted to change subjects real quick about Boots Enos. Listen, man, Jerron, I watched him years and years coming up from the Philly area. This guy's the truth. I'd like him to get those big matches now. I'd put money on him right now against Earl Spence, against Bud Crawford. Ooh. Now they may beat him, but I'd put my money on him because this guy, listen, I'm telling you, you all haven't seen him yet. He hasn't even showcased everything he can do. He can box and not get hit. And people said, oh, he was getting touched by, in his last fight. He was rolling with those punches. And if he's fighting the Earl Spence and the Terrence Crawford, he's not going to be there. He's going to fight a different type of fight. This man, Lipinets couldn't hurt him. So he could be in there and roll with the punches. He saw everything coming. Listen, he could fight a whole fight and not get touched. He can do like a Floyd Mayweather. He has that type of talent. He's that type of athlete. Listen, he's the future. He's ready now. I hope he doesn't get frozen out. I don't know what kind of pull Cameron Duncan has, but listen, man, we got to get this guy special. I'm telling you, he's right when he says he can be undisputed at 147, 150-4, and 160. That's a fact. This guy is special, power in both hands. You know, he moves like Roy Jones, and you guys have not seen his boxing ability. He's just playing around, just like when Earl, people thought he only could fight one way until he had to prove that he could box as well. That's Boots Ennis. He's the future. Y'all better put some respect on this man's name. Getting those big fights, I got him against everybody. He could touch them all. You know what I mean? He's young in the game, so he may struggle, but I don't like letting these fights, marinate because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Look at Paul Williams.
Right.
Paul Williams, we thought he was going to be great.
Yeah.
Floyd never fought him, and then what happened? He had an unfortunate car accident, and we never got to see the best of him or him matched up with Floyd.
Oh, I got Paul Williams' phone number. Thank you. I'm glad you said something. I have his phone number.
Yeah. Hey, we'll definitely get that, man. Fred, please get Miss Rice on here if possible,
I'm
man.
trying.
I can't wait, man. But I appreciate you, the voice of the people, man. Give this man some credit. Enjoy the show, man. I stay up late on the East Coast so I could call in and listen to what you guys say, man.
We'll talk about Heyman tomorrow.
Thing, man. Appreciate you.
All the time.
All right, peace.
All right. I'll get your cousin tomorrow night. I'll get Al tomorrow night for you. All right.
Oh, man. Right.
Peace. Yeah, man. It's so it's just I just think it's simple. 1 + 1 is 2. I say the same thing about preachers as I will say about civil rights activists. You can't live 10 times larger than your congregation. You can't. You can't, man. You got to stay the course. I think you got to stay the course, man. And it's hard for me to look at civil rights activists and then multimillionaires. It's hard for me to see that. It's hard for me to see, oh, you live in a $1.8 million house. How? You don't have a job. Now, I could see if you was a lawyer, a doctor, and I do believe they should get paid. I do believe that they should. I do believe that if they are working through a nonprofit, their expenses should be paid for. They're the voice of the people. They bring the attention. I do believe all of that. I'm there on that. I don't know what the number is because you got kids, because you are making a sacrifice. I don't know if Tamika Mallory has kids. I'm just assuming she does. Let's just say she has 2 kids. That's a huge sacrifice she's making. If she wants to send her child to private school, the kid should have to go to private school, and we should fund that. You understand what I'm saying? But god damn, man, I can't. It's hard for me from my perspective. It's hard for me. I got y'all next. What's up, man?
What's happening with you?
I'm feeling good, man. What you got?
Man, I'm feeling good too. Man, but I'm just coming in. I don't know. Did you see what the boy's auntie spoke? She said,
who?
She really spoke from the heart. The boy who got killed in Minnesota's auntie, she spoke from the heart.
I didn't see it. Go ahead.
She cooked. She really got down. She really cooked. And I mean, I think we don't realize, like, our real enemy this shit is all marketing. These people is Black Lives Matters. It's like corporations. It's like all marketing geniuses. You know what I'm saying? It's like Gatorade in the 90s and McDonald's, how they push Jordan and everything. Like, it's just all marketing. We got to understand that, like last week, it was Asian, what was it? Asian hate or whatever it was.
Retarded. Yeah.
Because a couple of Asian people was getting their ass beat, but it was elderly Asian people. That's just a coward. That's an act of a coward to go out and beat somebody elderly. They're not beating somebody because they Asian. They beat motherfuckers because they elderly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we got to understand what niggas is too comfortable nowadays, too materialistic, and like everybody saying, we desensitized because the shit happens, and then 2 months down the line, we caring about something else, and then it happens again. But we got to understand, we dealing with marketing geniuses. Like, they gonna put what they want to put on the screen, on CNN and everything. And that's what we just got to pay attention to out here. But I ain't gonna hold it up. I don't take up no much time. I just tapping these on love. Shout out to the shop.
No, I genuinely appreciate it. And can you summarize what the auntie said?
She was just upset. Like, she was talking about her nephew Smile and his son. I guess he had a son that's like, I don't know, he's like 11 months or something. I guess it's the little boy that's in the picture with him. She was just talking about how, I think the white officer was, she was there for like 26 years or something. She's a veteran. She was like, she's a veteran on the force and all sorts of shit. So you can't say a taser and a Glock is the same thing. You know the difference between the taser and the Glock.
Right.
She was saying these people are trained. Like, I don't know how much training you got to go through to be a cop, but I know you got to go through like some shooting drills and shit, right?
Oh, for sure.
So, yeah, this shit is just crazy, and it's reckless, and it's really desensitizing all of us to this shit. But we got to understand, we dealing with marketing geniuses, so that's why when these motherfuckers make all this money and buy 3 or 4 houses, it's because they in the inner workings of what was George Soros or whatever owns Black Lives Matter. Like, it's a great slogan. I love the slogan. Like, I believe I matter. I believe Black lives do matter, but fuck that organization. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm with you.
So I mean, it's just Kellogg's. It's just Frosted. You know what I'm saying? It's just business to these motherfuckers. So that's where the frustration comes.
Now you're right. I'm with you. You, Caesar.
All right. Salute, Fred. I'm out.
Appreciate you, man. And just to substantiate my point on Benjamin Crump, I think I saw George Floyd. I know I saw George Floyd brother on the House, right? On the House, and they came up with the George Floyd bill or whatever the case may be. Training, whatever. Feel free to Google but it's just, it doesn't impact the police officers as an individual. Maybe they gotta go do a online class. They gotta go to the gun range for an extra hour or something. Let me get the beam-ins real quick. And but what's up, Kyle?
What's going on, Big Fred?
So you got some strong jeans.
Oh yeah. What's going on, man?
I'm popping. What you got?
Hey, man, I wanted to tell you, man, that was a beautiful thing this morning, man, taking your kid to school.
Oh, man. Oh.
Yeah. So, anyway, this Black Lives Matter thing, right? Yeah. We got this. Black Lives Matter is not even owned by a black person. It's not funded by black people. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing with the NAACP. I think it was founded by some Jewish folks, right? If I
like 1917 or something like that. Yes. It was white people, but I'll get it. I remember I did a paper on it.
mistaken. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not mistaken, but I'm just saying all they do is play on race, right? It's like Donald Trump. To be honest with you, like people got a problem with Donald Trump playing on race, right? Black Lives Matter do the same thing. They'll have you tear everything up in your goddamn city, and you know what I'm saying. But the frustration is towards the wrong place. You feel what I'm saying? Like this is your community. Go to another community and do this. Don't do it in your community. You know what I'm saying? Go to another community and tear some shit up. We turn our own shit up. You know what I'm saying? And then when everything get burnt down, it takes months and months and months for us to get some shit back. Man, listen. Even when people had black owned in the window, niggas was still breaking their windows. You know what I'm saying? And people like to say, "Oh, man, we got insurance," but it's like, dude, black folks don't. Why we gotta wait on insurance? Why do we gotta pay out our pocket a deductible for insurance? You know what I'm saying? When it's a black event that's happening, when it's something that happened to black people, you know what I'm saying? Y'all still tearing up black people's shit. That's all I understand. It's like, if you want to tear some shit up, don't tear our shit up. Tear their shit up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? My whole thing is, bro, if it's black people, leave that shit alone. Leave that shit alone. You know what I'm saying? Remember back in the day in Detroit, they didn't burn their shit down. They burned everything else down. So if you had a black sign in there or you was at the spot, they didn't fuck with your shit because it was black owned. But now they just turned up every fucking thing. Now, you know what I'm saying? You can have a black owned sign in your window. They still gonna break the motherfucker these days. But man, I just think Black Lives Matter, man, is a hoax. You know what I'm saying? You know, they never come around when they're supposed to. They always come around when it's too late. Yeah. But man, Fred, I'm gonna let you get up out of here.
Yeah.
I'll let you
out. Appreciate you, Dad. Appreciate you, Super Dad. Black Lives Matter was founded in 2013 in response to the acquittal of Trayvon Martin's murder. Black Lives Matter is a global network foundation, is a global organization of US, UK, Canada, whose mission is to eradicate white supremacy and build local power to intervene in violence inflicted upon Black communities by state and vigilantes, by combating and counteracting acts of violence. So basically, Black Lives Matter all encompasses the plight of Black people. So when they say whose mission is to eradicate white supremacy means legislature, means job employment. I mean, we can go on down the line. So if Reggie, so if you want to read this on your own, feel free. But eradicate white supremacy, I would think that would involve like having people buying off politicians, putting politicians in your pocket. But I don't know. The NRA does it. The tobacco companies do it. So I'm guessing that Black Lives Matter would do it. You know, I don't know. I'm asking for a friend. What up?
Hey, what's going on, Fred?
What you got, man?
Man, I've been having this conversation with several people over the last probably over the last 6 months. And it looks like to me, and I'm just speaking for me, I'm not going to speak for nobody else. I'm going to speak for me, that this country basically has gotten to the point of just people just crying and complaining and over the most trivial stuff. I watched this the Black Lives Matter thing, and then I watch what they say on the Senate floor or whatever when they're doing like the debates for laws and whatever. And one Republican stood up and he said that Black Lives Matter does not cater to traditional American values. Okay, then I watched CNN that same night, and Don Lemon got up there and said that he's saying that Black people don't have traditional American family values. That's not what he said. What he was alluding to was that the founders of Black Lives Matter do not subscribe to the traditional American or African American family, because Don Lemon has another agenda. He twisted it. You get what I'm saying? So when I look at it, I started thinking. I was like, you know what? Bet money, give it time. They're going to say Christianity is hate speech. They're going to say the Muslim religion. They're going to call all religions hate speech, because you look at those religions and what does it speak against? They're going to start calling it's going to be cancel culture on religion. Bet money, give it a few years, and that's what's going to happen. Now, as far as Ben Crump, there's always a problem when every time there's something goes on, you see the same dude pop up. No matter what state, the same dude pop up. You can't get around that. You can't get around it. The same, what was it back in the the 90s, the 80s? We were saying the same thing about Al Sharpton. Now we got Ben Crump. You know, like Sergeant Dorsey said, he's an ambulance chaser. And we can all see that. But you watch what I say. You watch what I tell you. Give it some time, and they're gonna start calling your religion hate speech. I don't care what religion it is, they're gonna start calling it hate speech. If we keep going the same way we're going now, you watch. That's all I got, Fred.
Appreciate you.
All right, man.
Nigga, I'm a listener. Nigga said I'm not listening. Nigga, I'm listening, but y'all niggas are DMing me at the same time. So I'm trying to multitask. You know, if I had a real-time producer, I wouldn't have to worry about it. So Black Lives Matter, holla at your boy, man. I need about maybe $1,500 a month, man, so I can get a real-time producer, man, to produce the show, so I can just keep my eyes straight, so people won't think I'm not paying attention to them. Hey, what's up, Brad? Go ahead, man.
Peace, what up? Shout out to the third.
What you got?
Hey, man, this is fascinating. Just listening to the different facets of this conversation, listening to you and Reggie juxtapose. This is beautiful. I had a lot of different thoughts, Fred, but what I will say is when it comes to Black Lives Matter, what I always do is look for the hidden hand. And I believe everything goes back to white people. What Neely Fuller's, I always bring up Neely Fuller because he's profound. You should get his book, the United Compensatory Code, Fred. It'll probably help you. But outside of that, Neely Fuller says they use confusion and they play both sides of the argument. So let's break down both sides of the argument. Is Black Lives Matter as an organization good for the whole of Black people? Now, good is a relative term. What do you mean good? Good as in bringing visibility to the plight of what Black people have going on? If you say bringing visibility, then they do that. But if you talking about helping fundamental, everyday Black people that that are not in organizations, that are not just run-of-the-mill Black people every day who need help, that organization doesn't provide that type of help. And we don't have those organizations that help us. The organizations that help us are that provide to us when we are in the lowest class. It's called welfare. It's called government. So that's why I think our women are dependent so much on the government, because the government provides for them when we don't. So I just think that the argument is fascinating, and I'm kind of rambling because there's so much I want to say, and I didn't write it down because I'm at work. But I think Reggie was a little off center, because it's not. We've had crooks and thieves and people that say that they represent Black people come in front of us, and they do nothing for us. And a lot of us are tired of seeing that. So we do question being current with suspicion. Yep.
Oh, you gotta go back to work.
So
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah. So we do yeah, I did have to. That was just one of the guys. But anyway, we do. So I think when it comes to being Crump, we look at him with an eye of suspicion. And we should question these people and vet these people and make sure because they supposed to be representing us to the society. They represent the families of our pain and our hurt. They represent, so we have to vet these people and make sure that these people are properly representing us and doing what they say they're supposed to do for us and what is their function. So that's what I think Reggie was coming from. Like, what is the function of being Crump? And that should be the question. What does he do? Is he there just for this function, or does he uh, facilitate the next function, the criminality of it, or is he just civil? Those are the questions I think we should ask, and we should always remember that white supremacy is at the root of it all, and that we should be looking for their hidden hand, not saying, "Oh, I don't support Black Lives Matter because of the fun, because it is," or "I don't support this because it is." We should look at the hidden hand and then follow up on vetting these people, and we make our decisions on who we should support and who we shouldn't support. But that's my view, Fred. I rambled a little bit, but I'm gonna get back in the chat. Shout out to the third.
Appreciate you. If you're just a lawyer, be the lawyer. None of his speeches does he sound like a lawyer. He sounds like an activist. And I'm sorry if I'm holding him accountable to an activist. I'm sorry if I'm holding him accountable to an activist. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, I'm sorry. You know, I think if we held ourselves accountable, it'll be better, and we would be able to see like we'll be able to see like the holes in the game. Signing deals with I mean, it's just, whew, you know, signing deals with the oppressor, and making deals, advertising, being an activist. Now you're a celebrity, which celebrity isms come with it, you know, and I don't want to see another Miss Betty Shabazz saying she has nowhere to stay. My husband didn't have an insurance policy. I don't want to see that again. So I'm not saying that they should be broke. I'm just suggesting that the people who are in pain. Okay, I'll give you an example. I'm going to use I statements, and I'm not sure if PPD is here or not, but did y'all see that story that was trending about the Black Panther that was incarcerated? And I hit PPD up. I was like, let's see if we can get him on the show. I haven't seen her in the chat all night, so she's probably not here. And the first thing I told her is we need to protect our heroes. So I told her, let's get a hold of this man. He was in jail for 20, 30 years, something like that, just for being a Black Panther. I said, I want to give him a monthly stipend as long as I'm alive. I believe we should take care of our heroes. A man that gave up 40 years of his life doing the right things in the 70s, whether it was feeding the free food program for the Black Panther Party, or whether he stormed into the state capitol in California with his rifle. I don't know what he did, but he was a Black Panther and did 30, 40 years. I believe we should support our heroes. I don't want to see another Betty Shabazz. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm just saying the people that bear the pain should get the most out the deal. Same thing in boxing. The fighter should get the most money. Right? If that's the case, Bob Arum is just doing business. And I believe because the numbers are so disproportionately different, I think all of us have to do more than what our title suggests. You know, and you don't have to be loud doing it. You don't have to be loud. You ain't got to be loud like Tamika Mallory, My Son, and Ben Crump, and whoever else is on the front lines doing what they do. You know, you can volunteer at your school every day. You can give kids rides home. You can go supply lunches. I don't know the deal. I don't know what extends beyond your reach, but I think all of us needs to do that. Ben Crump, I can guarantee you for the next 6 months. I swear before God, Ben Crump is going to sound like a activist. He's not going to sound like a lawyer. I'm just saying, he's not going to sound like a lawyer. He's going to sound like an activist. And am I wrong for holding him to the standard of an activist? If you can plan a sit down on Cameron, everyone, I believe Reg called him a coon. I think Reg got like 40 videos on Daniel Cameron calling him a coon. And I think he supported Tamika Mallory down there. I'm using you as an example because you're the adversary in this. If you can afford a sit down and bail 70 people out, however they said they planned it, right? If you can afford that, which I don't think you should plan to get arrested. I think you're just giving them free money. You understand? It was like 55 people who got arrested and there was felonies, and then they dropped all the charges, and they posted the letter. I believe that. But if you can plan that, that means you can go to the state capitol and sit your ass down there. If you got on there Until Freedom, and we've donated to Until Freedom. We've donated to Black Lives Matter. Remember, I took the donations during the protests, and I brought food and waters. Y'all guys saw me out there every day. It was exhausting. I'm just gonna say I was exhausted. And the point I'm making is, if you can plan a sit down on Daniel Cameron's grass, you can plan a sit down at the state capitol and demand justice and filibust, because you got enough people. And filibust, use your 2 minutes. Get 500 people every day to use their 2 minutes. I don't know what the rules are. I don't know. But that's what we got to do. And Ben Crump is not going to sound like, I'm willing to bet you today he didn't sound like a lawyer. I'm just guessing. I haven't watched it. I'm willing to bet you he wanted justice. I'm willing to bet you he said that policeman was wrong. He didn't talk about being a civil lawyer, a civil litigator. See, because if I'm a civil litigator, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to make sure that this family is financially compensated for what went wrong with that young man. Rest his soul, man. Duante Wright, rest his soul. He didn't say that. I guarantee you he didn't say this family needs to be compensated for the death of that man, because that's his job. Civil, money. That's all I'm saying. I'm willing to bet you he didn't mention money at all today. That's all I'm saying. I'm just holding him to what he said what he says he's fighting for. This is my first time speaking out about Ben Crump. That means From 2013 to 2021, I guess I wasn't a hater. But it's 2021. Oh, the wrenches shooting at each other. Man, stop. Man, well, that's probably Reggie and Mike Word. Let them talk. Let them talk, man. I guess they mad at each other. Let them go. But everyone else want to read what y'all saying, though. Don't block them. So the point I'm making is I think that it's fair to hold someone accountable. I think it's fair to hold them to their word. You know? And I don't think we're reaching too high. I don't think we're reaching too high to ask Ben Crump to advocate, to lobby. No, the word is lobby, right? The word is lobby for qualified immunity to be gone. I think he should be lobbying because that's how he's talking. That's all I'm saying. And I forgot the phone lines wasn't open, so go ahead and call in. And I don't think we're asking too much because we celebrated LeBron James for doing it. We celebrated Kyrie Irving for doing it. What's up, 682? What you got?
Man, I had to call back in, Fred, after hearing a couple of your callers, brother. I work in the rail industry, and I'm a vice president of mechanical environmental operations. And so, on my way up, I used to interact with a bunch of, white guys with a little money, a little political power. As a matter of fact, right now, we're in negotiations with we're developing this pack out in California because they're trying to charge us, I guess they're trying to charge us for emissions in California because they're trying to do all this clean energy shit out there. And they're trying to penalize us for every megawatt hour on a locomotive. So we've been doing a lot of political stuff. And, I was talking to this one guy doing lunch one day, and me and him was talking about what was going on, like how it was crazy in the world. And he was saying how, and I remember him saying this about 7 months ago during COVID. We was talking about Black Lives Matter. And I was like, what do you think about it? And he was like, well, I think they got the right agenda. I just think it's going to be destroyed. And I was like, what do you mean? He said, you got to understand. He said, you just get into this because you just got promoted to your role, and they're starting to bring you in on some of these government meetings to ask you to donate some of your salary and do things like that so we could fight for certain policies and rules, especially in California, because all they want to do is pass fucking bills and shit to penalize the railroad more and cut into our profit margin. And he was like, the only thing you got to do to kill it is just to make up stuff about it. Just find a scandal, find something. And he said it'll destroy itself. And I'm not saying Black Lives Matter is perfect. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's great. But what I'm saying is it's like I'm watching by listening to your show the process of how white people in the white systemic destroy Black people. Because we're sitting on this call and we're basically tearing down everything that's Black. We're not talking about anything that's systemic within our system. We just had one guy to call in and say, Black people ain't worried about this because we got welfare. Like, do you know when I first started working on the railroad in the South, that a guy told me, he said, yeah, I just passed by the welfare office and I saw all Cadillacs outside. And I had to go off on his ass. And instead of me going off on him, I went and found the statistics where more white people benefit from welfare than Black people. And I told him, I said, hey, it looked like more pickup trucks out there than Cadillacs. And he was looking crazy, and he apologized for what he said because he didn't think I heard him in the break room. So when I hear Black people say it about Black people, it's like, damn, they just throw some shit out there and we just tear each other down. We just say, they just throw out there, hey, this person probably bought their house with Black Lives Matter money. And then all of a sudden you hear every Black person say, man, forget Black Lives Matter, man, Black Lives Matter scam, man, they scam. The reason I told you, Fred, the reason Ben Crump is up there is not to be everything. It's to bring attention to the case. That's what he does. That's why when he get up there, he doesn't just speak loyal silver suit talk. He's speaking to bring attention to that case so they could get the officer arrested or fired or prosecuted. Because in most cases, those cops was just going, getting internal investigated and going home. So he's there to bring attention. That's his whole role, is to bring attention to the case. And then after the case is over, then he goes for the civil suit. But that's why any lawyer could do a civil suit and win, because it's easy case. They bring him in because he bring attention. And that usually get the cops arrested and either prosecuted every time, because he's bringing national attention to it. That's my call, man. Tell these guys, Fred, to just, we got to stop letting them throw a bomb in the middle of our shit and then we just go crazy and lose our mind and start tearing each other down. That's all I'm saying. White folks watched Trump do crooked shit for 4 years and held his back all 4 years. And 75 million of them went out and voted for him. They didn't care if he raped women, stole money from the government. They had his back. They didn't care what we said. But anytime they see any doubt into something black, we tear each other up. That's what we do. I'm out, man.
All right, appreciate it. All right, let's just simplify it. He says 75% of white people supported Trump. Well, 90% support lies, nigga. 9 out of 10 black people vote Democrat. So, I mean, it did. Let's work backwards. He says, we're tearing each other down. Let me make this point really quick, and then let me make this point really quick. That we're tearing each other down. I think we shouldn't care what white people do. I'm telling y'all, this comparing and contrasting, I think that's fear. I ain't gonna lie, when I see some of y'all posting shit about a black man did this, but the white man can get away with that. The black man went to jail for this, but the white man is free. Okay. You ain't never heard me say, I'll simplify the argument. Who's white? Who's a white media? Dan Raphael gets credentials. I don't. Dan Raphael sits on the first row. I don't. I don't care. I ain't got, that ain't my response. Nah, that ain't. It's my responsibility to do my job good enough that the black fighter recognizes it, the black manager recognizes it, the black Al Heyman recognizes it, the black whoever he is, or excuse me, she is as well, to say, you know what? It's something wrong with this. It's something wrong with this, and we need to fix it. I think complaining and comparing, stop complaining and comparing. Don't do it. Don't waste your time. Stop saying, oh, the white man we only make 75 cents on a dollar compared to the white person. Okay. Okay. Start your own business. Okay. Oh man. The white dude got promoted. And I didn't. Didn't 400 years of systemic oppression let you believe that the white man was gonna get promoted faster than you? Hey, what's up, 313?
What's going on?
Hey, hold on one second. What's up, Rod? I'm saying we should focus on building and supporting us. I mean, we giving Ben Crump the bag. So what you're saying is Ben Crump is just supposed to be a civil litigator, right? Well, tell him to act like one. That's all. He's sounding like Martin Luther King up there. That's all I'm saying. Tell him just to talk about the money. What's up, 313?
Oh man, nothing much, man. Thanks for taking my call.
Mm-hmm. First time caller?
Yeah, first time caller.
Welcome to the show. It's okay. We had to welcome you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for trusting us. Thanks for staying up with us.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, I definitely watch your series about Malcolm X and your series with King Randall. Man, I'm a supporter of the show.
Oh, thank
So
you.
keep doing your thing. I just wanted to say, I've been reading some of the comments and I'm hearing what you're saying in regards to Mr. Crump or whatnot. But I think that sometimes when we talk about civil rights and litigation and being able to file lawsuits and get criminal charges pressed against certain officers and police brutality, you're kind of really getting into a slippery slope because, like I said, you go back and you look at the history of where that came from, where white police, white mobs, hate groups, they could kill black people and not face any type of justice on a state or federal level. I think that as far as what Mr. Crump is doing, that's pretty much his lane. I understand what you're saying as far as like, with these people when they get these names and they get these statuses, then it just becomes about self promotion and it becomes about getting your cut or your percentage off of these cases, and then it seems like it's coming from a position of it not really being about justice. It becomes about money. But the question that I would ask a lot of people is that, what do you want? What do you want from these individuals? Because my thing is, I'm coming from the bag of, we pretty much have the best relationship we can have with the dominant society. When you talk about having the most elected officials that you've ever had in history, when you talk about having a voice, when you talk about being able to tear up a city, when you talk about being able to protest and do these type of things, it's like, well, what more do you really want? When you look around the world, when you look at countries, even when all the different ethnic groups of that country look alike, you still have issues in regards to culture and religion, politics, etc. So, I mean, with being Crump, to me, he's playing his roles. These families, they seek him out, and he goes in there. He does his sit downs with the state or the county or whatever he does. He gets the family, the money, a settlement, and he takes his percentage. I think that within that realm of civil rights and the people that are seeking this better relationship with the dominant society, you're kind of limited because, and I guess that's always been a problem with civil rights. When you come throughout the leaders of with Jesse Jackson and I think he had the Operation Push and Reverend Allen, these people, that's pretty much what you have. You have a situation where we're trying to have a better relationship, but then we're trying to be up under them. And that's my thing. I'll be trying to ask for, like, what do you want? Like, what do you really want from, when it comes to this liberal egalitarian bag that people are coming from? What relationship do we want with the dominant society? Because to me, all of these police shootings, they aren't all racially motivated from my, from the way I look at them. Now, Felice, what's his name, Philandro Castillo, and some of them are, but not all of them. And we take all these situations like it's race soldiers or these type of things, but I'm like, what do you want Mr. Crump to do? Like, what do we want Mr. Crump to go in there and get more federal laws passed, or do we want what is it that we want done from Mr. Crump? That would be my question.
Have you heard him speak? Have you heard him speak? How about he do what he say he gonna do in the speeches? Simple.
So you want him to go and get more civil litigation, or
no? I want him to do what he say he gonna do in those speeches. Go listen to his speech.
Okay. Well, I'll go and do more research. I'm just
I just, it just to me, it's such a slippery slope because we, because of the relationship that we have with the dominant society. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, where do we want to be? Do we, what is the end goal? Is it, like, what's the end goal that we're seeking? What are we seeking to have? What from this?
Is that a question? I'm telling you, if you listen to, he don't talk about money in his speeches.
Right.
Go listen to his speeches.
Okay.
He never mentions, oh, I'm here to get money. He says, I'm here to get justice. No justice, no peace. I'm here to get these laws changed. Go listen to it. I'm going to bet that's probably what he said tonight.
But I mean, but isn't the attention and the press conference and these different things getting these officers put on trial, getting them fired?
No, they're gonna get on trial anyway. They're gonna get on trial. I don't. That's not what I'm saying.
No, I just was trying to just get an understanding. That's all.
What he said he's trying to do. That's all I'm saying. I've never seen him lobby for a week at the State House. I've never seen that.
Right.
He got the money. He got the money to hire a lobby firm to go up there and lobby on behalf of Black people. Black Lives Matter has enough money to lobby on behalf of the people and get these laws changed.
Okay, I got you. So you saying you want more, litigation and okay, I understand what you're saying, because that's just my thing. I'm saying, like, to me, Black Lives Matter is its own kind of like separate entity with their own agenda and their own, to me that's like a 21st century civil rights movement in a way. But I'm saying with Ben Crump to go in there and like, what I mean, because you got the body cams, you got all these different type of things. So I'm like, well, if the situations are continually happening, like, I mean, what more are we looking for? That's all. But I understand. So you want to go to Washington and get more, I guess, laws on the books in regards to police shootings. I got you. I won't, I thanks for taking my call.
Appreciate you.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. I just want people to do what they say they're gonna do. That's simple. It's really that simple. I wonder, can we listen to? I don't want to get a copyright, you know what I mean? But I really want to hear what he has to say, man. Like, I'm really interested in hear what he said. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'm willing to bet you he's talking about changing these laws. Nigga, you've had 8 years changing these laws. Let me explain to you about. Hey, what up?
Hey, well, what you gonna do, Fred?
I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna sound like him. I'm gonna do the best I can.
No, now he's a civil rights lawyer. He's a civil rights attorney. He's not the most well-spoken guy, but he do his job. He get money. How do you think when he get those settlements for those people? And them people want some money for their child getting killed. They ain't gonna say no. And if he get 33 1/3, hell, that's what the white attorneys get. That's pretty much what they get. Hell, he ain't out there working for nothing. He can't go out. He'll go march every now and then, and he'll say what he got to say for them families. But he ain't never told them families, don't be peaceful, talk soft. No, them people be hollering. Like that lady was today, the guy's auntie. I heard her talking about how they killed her son. Said there wasn't no accident, it was a murder. And she talked about how smiley he was, and he got a child. Now we got a child here fatherless. and he was behind the amen, doing a little amen thing or whatever black people say in the background. Now, I ain't with the Black Lives Matter organization either, but I like the slogan Black Lives Matter. I don't send them no money, just like I don't send the NAACP no money. But somebody got to talk about what the hell's going on. If not, you can just leave it to the white newsmen or on these major networks to talk about it. Now, they're talking about what's happening to the boy, and we ain't talking about what happened to, we talking about Ben Crump. No, y'all talking about Ben Crump. And what somebody doing for Black Lives Matter. Ain't they worth about $90 million? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, over 90.
Oh, you did see that then. I thought I heard it one time. So, and how many people in their organization?
Oh, millions.
Oh, it's millions of them, and that's all they got. It's $90 million.
I'm saying if you march and you're a part of Black Lives Matter, right? I don't know what's adjusted.
Hell no, you just following the march. Okay. A part of Black Lives Matter might be out there. You may be following them. And you ain't tearing up your community because you don't own none of that shit. Okay? You ain't tearing up your community. You don't own that shit. You might own your building, but ain't nobody came down your street and bust your shit up, have you?
Nah.
Huh?
No.
Oh, okay. So that's all you need to worry about. But when somebody burning down a fucking city, I want to know how much ownership there and with black people. I heard John Hope Bryant the other night. Yeah, I know you know John Hope Bryant, right?
No, go ahead. Mm-mm.
Yeah, he was on the news. He always come on the news. He's on YouTube all the time. And he's a black guy that's helping black people, with poverty and stuff like that. And he was on the national news, and they was talking about black businesses. And he said 96, he's an economist, still a black economist. 96% of black businesses, guess how many employees they have? 0. Told it on national TV. I used to think it was 1. So the other 4% may hire a few people, And how did we get in that predicament? We didn't get ourselves in that predicament. And we ain't going to be able to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps and do this shit either. It's got to be political. Now, I don't think Crump got time for politics because he over here fighting this side of the fight. Al Sharpton ass and got old now. I was going to say old and fat, but he ain't fat no more. But it don't seem like he doing what he used to do. He must be slowing down. Maybe you need some new leaders if you don't like if that's how you look at them as leaders. I don't look at them as leaders. And if that's the way you want to look at them, hey, if that's your leader, hell, who leads you? If he leading you, who you leading? Do you think he one of our leaders?
He is a leader.
I say, is he one of our leaders? Is that what you think?
Oh, for sure he is.
Well, he sounds more like a spokesperson.
I mean, it's your perspective because he's not leading you.
Well, I don't think he's leading you either.
It ain't
what did he lead you to?
I mean, he's leading the charge for some people believe in him. I mean, family.
He's leading the charge for each case anytime this happens. That's his job.
He's viewed
as part of his job.
He's a spokesperson. Breonna Taylor, lawyer, came in and said that she brought Ben Crump on because it was going to bring more attention to the case. She said that on our show.
Hell, Breonna Taylor. Oh, is that the girl that got killed right after George Floyd?
Yeah. No, it was. I think it was before George Floyd. I think.
Yeah, I know they was right there together, there close together.
Sure,
yeah,
it was close. I think it was April.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. March.
And even though he was brought in, he wasn't brought in. He cannot be Martin Luther King because Martin Luther King gonna lead a march. He's not gonna have what do you call what he had today? Like when the news reporter around, what do they call it? Photo op or something like that. And some people say a few things, and and then they gone. But you know, Martin Luther King don't speak for hours. I guess they talked about Farrakhan so bad, and he done got old. Hell, he done stopped standing out there talking for you now. Cause you don't like him, Fred. You think he killed Malcolm. So Farrakhan said, fuck y'all niggas. We gonna just keep our business and keep. No, Farrakhan ain't saying that. Farrakhan done got old. But is it anybody that's not beyond reproach?
Nobody is.
Okay, so why are we talking more about what they doing as opposed to what these crackers in here doing to us? And what are we gonna do to them? I challenge somebody to go get a white boy on your record like I had. You might look up and get out of it like me, or you might get your ass locked up. Go fuck one of them up.
I think
challenge each one of us, catch a policeman off duty and whip his ass.
Nah, I think the bigger challenge is owning where you live. I think the bigger challenge is building your community and not selling your soul to these to this conglomerate. That's the bigger challenge. Anyone can do that with their fists. No,
but we keep talking about a community. How many communities we have left? They burned them all down.
I don't.
How many do we have left?
They don't burn them all down. That's speaking in absolutes. They don't.
But where are they? We ain't talking about renting a Jewish man's building. We're talking about where is our community with our stores?
I live in one.
Where?
In LA. I live in one.
Okay, you in LA. How many blocks y'all on?
I don't know how many blocks. I don't know.
You said it's your community. You're supposed to know about the community.
I don't know how many blocks.
You don't know how many blocks you got? No. How many store ownerships? You don't know the people you do business with down the street from me who got businesses?
I don't know the exact number because you're speaking in absolutes. But
I'm speaking in realism. You said I'm in one of those communities.
That's absolute.
I know where I live at. I can tell you about everything where I lived and where I grew up, and damn near every house.
No,
and every person that lives out there. Do y'all know each other like that?
No, that's commendable. I'm not comparing.
I ain't saying it to be commendable. I'm saying when you say a community, I don't see any. A community was Tulsa, Oklahoma, when they burned it down. That was a community.
Well, we have
Rosewood. That was a community.
Well, we have that here in LA. It's called Leimert Park. We definitely have a Rosewood here.
Oh, okay.
Archer, Pine. Well, yeah, we have all that. Greenwood, Archer, Pine. Yeah, we have.
Okay.
We have that here.
And everybody owning their buildings and the houses.
I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying.
But you getting close. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
Everybody
I don't know what the number is, but I know that this is a black bastion in Los Angeles County.
Okay, and they're going for ownership, because I know if you're going for ownership, you can't be the only one.
No, I'm not. I'm just.
Okay.
I don't know what the percentage is, and that's what you're asking the question for. I don't know.
Yeah. I want to know what's growing. You know, if it ain't there, I like to even hear it growing. Because when I hear you say you burn down the grocery store, I was like, the black grocery store. They burnt the black grocery store down, the black gas station. Now, if it won't black, it's not. If it's some white guy gas station, I don't care. But you know, when people get shot, people get angry, man. You got to go cover up your stuff. But I don't think you have that problem. Y'all haven't had nothing around you like that in a minute, right? Been a few years since that area had a big protest, angry march or something, right? Been a while. I know you don't live in South Central, do you?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know where South Central is. I tell you, I only seen it on TV and heard about it on television. But I thought I heard you say something close to South Central. Okay. So, and that wasn't too far from the rapper guy that got killed you be talking about. What's his name?
Right around the corner in my community.
Yeah, he was doing something real big. Yeah.
Real big.
Real big. Yeah. I heard about that even before you said it. I just didn't know who he was till I heard your station. I said, oh, damn, that rapper doing something. Mm-hmm. And you know, and Jay-Z a leader, Beyonce a leader. Why they ain't saying nothing? They got money, but you know, Black Lives Matter ain't got no damn money, man. If somebody got $90 million in there, they got to take that shit just like the pastor. And I guess they do, and I guess they got to split that 90 million up into something. And I thought I heard the guy say he think Black Lives Matter is run by some white guy, some white people are in it too, like NAACP. I thought I heard him say that. But I don't know who. I always heard people say George Soros. When I started hearing that, I said, okay, here come these, what do you call them guys? Those, they be talking all that crazy shit. Yeah, George Soros is it. Don't nobody know who the fuck George Soros is. Who is George Soros, Ray? Who is it? Do you know who he is?
I don't know him. No, but they say he owns Black Lives Matter.
They say he own a whole lot of shit. They say he get on a lot of shit and got black people going in the wrong direction. He owned Hillary Clinton. They eating babies and sacrificing babies. All that crazy shit, man. We gotta have more. We gotta have something better to talk about than that. George Soros ain't thinking about no niggas, and if he is, he might be he might be a plant. Might be part of them white folks that's being racist on a low level, trying to infiltrate you and tear you apart. So, but no, I still think no matter what y'all sound like up here, it still sounds like we coming together better than before. We getting along better. Got to take baby steps, man. Now, ain't nothing wrong with critiquing somebody. Everybody can be critiqued. So ain't nothing wrong with it. So keep up the good work, Fred, man. Love you, man.
Right,
good conversation tonight. I like this.
Appreciate you, homie. Love you, man.
All right, love you, Kate.
All right, all the time. I'll say this: if you're gonna hold people to just doing their job when they say otherwise, I guarantee you, in another argument within a month, you're gonna have that same argument. But he said he was gonna do this. No, he's just that. So I think on this platform, we have the right to discuss whatever we want. I think we have the right. I don't think no one is above reproach. I don't think no person is. And I think black people need to stop worrying about white people. I really do. I think we got to stop comparing. Go kill a white person. I don't care about them. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care. No, I don't care. I'll be honest, man. I had a conversation Saturday. I'll just be real frank. I'm working on something that's really big, and hopefully I can help people do it. I'm doing a lot this summer. I don't know why I'm doing so much this summer, and it's okay. But me and my business partner Derek, some of y'all know him in the chat, may or may not. But yeah. I'll just say we're working on something, and hopefully it comes to fruition, because it's not even at stage 1 yet. But the point I'm making is we have to be accountable to ourselves. If you kill a white person, you go to jail. That means one black man gone, one white person gone. How about if we do that for every black person? Black person gone, white person gone. Black person gone, white person gone. Black person gone, white person gone. Guess what? We only make up 13% of the population. So that means they win. They win. Worry. I think if we just love ourselves and do what we say we're going to do. That's all I'm saying. Do what you say you're going to do. That's it. I'm not holding Benjamin Crump to nothing but he say he was going to do. Just like y'all get mad if I hold Al Heyman accountable. He said he was going to have free fights. I want free fights. Oh, y'all told me a man can change his mind. Okay. A man can change his mind. Benjamin Crump, I guarantee you Benjamin Crump ain't changing. Man, let's just play what he said and let his words speak for himself. We ain't got to judge the nigga. Hopefully they got a 4-minute clip. Ben Crump. I'm pretty sure it's the first one. Benjamin Crump press conference. Hopefully I can get a 4-minute clip somewhere. Family of Breonna Taylor. That's not the one we want. Benjamin Crump press conference today. Damn. I'm trying to find a 4-minute clip of today. Damn. 2 weeks ago. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Okay, what's the guy in Duante? Right. Okay, let's just say if it gets taken down, it gets taken down. I don't give a fuck.
Not in my house. No.
Jimmy, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
Happier than Dikembe Mutombo blocking a shot. Get happy. Get Geico.
We do have some breaking news now. The families of George Floyd and Duante Wright, the 20-year-old.
America should be killed by police. It was in this pinnacle trial of Derek Chauvin, which I believe is one of the most impactful civil rights police excessive use of force cases in the history of America. And we believe with everything in our heart, Katie, that police would be on their best behavior, that they would exercise the greatest standard of care, that they will concentrate on de-escalation in a way that they have never concentrated in America. But regrettably, 2 days ago, we saw Duante Wright for a traffic citation, and Attorney Storms is going to talk about this because y'all do understand we're still in the midst of a pandemic where many people in this state could not get their license tabs on their license plates renewed because the DMV, like everything else in America, was shut down.
Yeah, fair use. Thank you. Under the Fair Use Act. Thank you.
It was told, police, you need to be sensitive because there are going to be a lot of expired license plates out there. But I guess when you're driving while black, people sometimes forget memos and initiatives about the realities of life. And you will hear from his mother, and Snore, so everybody's going to try to be brief. You will hear from his mother about the phone call in the car where
videos for educational purposes. Thank you.
Because it's evolving. It's evolving so they can justify the unjustifiable. But we're not going to let them justify it, are we? Because Duante Wright life matters. Duante Wright life matters.
He's just a civil lawsuit guy, right?
Duante Wright life matters. And so when you think about the fact that Duante was trying to get away, he was not a threat to them. Was it the best decision? No. But young people don't always make the best decisions. As his mother said, he was scared. And you have this 26-year veteran on the police force who was training them. Brandon, Trey, she was the trainer of the officers. And so for 26 years,
enough.
you know.
We done seen enough.
How you're.
The point I'm making is that what a civil litigator sounds like? He wants justice for the police. So he's on the litigation side now. Right? I'm just trying to make it make sense. Mike Weary the Great. Yeah, burn down the city until Crump get his money. Burn down the city. I gotta say fair use, right? For educational purposes, you're right. For educational purposes, you're right. Why does he sound like Don King only in America? He did sound like he was unprepared though. He forgot the guy's name. If you saw it in the beginning, he literally almost forgot Dante's name. What's up, 336? What's up, Mike?
It's also a home call back again. So if I had to call back after I heard that clip. I mean, like, all right, I heard the clip. Like, what are you getting? So you saying, what are you actually getting at? Because he ain't say nothing that what he was going to do or nothing. You going by his pitch and the sound of his voice? Is that what you're going by?
The what? The sound of his voice. I'm holding him to what he said. Why does he want?
What did he say?
He said exactly. I don't have to repeat what he said if you heard it.
I'm talking about to you, like as far as like, because I don't understand what you talking about in this situation. He's saying what everybody else is saying.
Is he a civil? Is he a litigator? Is he a litigator?
What is he? What is he?
I'm asking you. What's his job title? Y'all holding him to his job title.
I ain't holding them to nothing. I'm getting information from people. I'm getting information from people from you. Actually, I'm getting your opinion about this situation, and you making it sound like he out here freaking like on some real like Malcolm X type shit. You know what I'm saying? He sounds like a lawyer to me, bro. That's why he sounds exactly like a lawyer to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Whether this lawyer is getting money or trying to put a motherfucker in jail, this nigga sounds like a lawyer to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's just certain group of men that y'all seem like y'all hate, and I'll never use this against y'all, but y'all be seeming like y'all be hating on a certain kind of dude, bro. That shit sound wild to me, man. And then you got some guys, and y'all grown ass men, y'all like 40. You know what I'm saying? And y'all up here, it sounds like y'all hating on another nigga, bro. That shit sound wild to me, man. This is my piece, man. We'll get back to work.
Appreciate you. So I appreciate it. If he says he's going to fight for justice, right? He says what did he say? Civil rights. His civil rights was basically violated. I'm just paraphrasing. Y'all heard what he says. If he say he's going to fight for it, why can't we hold him to fighting for it? If Al Heyman said he wants to give you free fights, hold him to it. If Frederick Hawthorne said he's coming on Sunday to Thursday at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, y'all have a right to hold me accountable to it. That's it. Just hold people accountable to their words. I don't think. See, this is a platform that deals with 85% of our pluses and minus chart, whether it's positive, whether it's negative. So that's all we're gonna talk about for the most part. We ain't talking about other things in other communities. We're not talking about that. So you're gonna hear both sides of the fence, and that's what this platform is here for. Black people can hold black people accountable. Y'all hold fighters accountable. Oh, Tank ain't gonna make weight. Tank ain't gonna make weight. Isn't that a form of holding accountable? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. I'm not misunderstanding what his job is. If y'all just want to hold people to their jobs, then don't hold LeBron James. His job is to make baskets and pass the ball and be the best basketball player in the world. He said he wants justice. He said he wants justice. All right, I'm about to. DB, you ready, man? I ain't taking no more calls, man. DB, you ready? Man, I just. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. But I don't want to hear nobody else holding. I don't want to hear nobody else. Jamel Charlo was just a fighter. Don't hold nobody. Don't hold no fighter. Their job is just to fight. I don't want to hear nobody I don't want to hear Reggie Owens. I don't want to hear Hustler Slim saying a black fighter gotta stand up for black people. No, his job is to fight. He has one job. His job is to fight. Just hold him to his job. If his job is just to get money for the family, then Earl Spence' job is just to fight. Jamel Charlo, Deontay Wilder's job is just to fight. Y'all gonna change your argument when the black fighter don't speak up. Y'all do it all the time. He ain't if he's a civil litigator, he needs to just talking about I got to protect the financial interest. I got to make sure that the family gets what they deserve. He ain't mentioned money at all in that 2 minutes. He ain't mentioned money at all. But I'm gonna let DB go, man. Maybe I'm off base. Go ahead, DB.
What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. What you got?
Oh, nothing, man. I had bits and pieces of it, so I heard a little bit of I missed what Reggie said. I just seen him having conversations in the chat, but I missed what he said. I didn't catch his call. I try to go back and listen to a piece, but I wanted to stay up to speed. But I heard the last maybe like 4 or 5 callers. I heard OG talking, and OG was talking about the black communities here and ownership. And I think sometimes a lot of people, they see Hollywood and, they see the representation for Los Angeles being like Baywatch and, these some of these reality shows where they don't really show a lot of black people. But we do have black communities with a lot of ownership. Lamert Park is one of them, as you mentioned, and that's 78% black people. There's Manchester Square, that's almost 80% black people. There's Gramercy Park, that's 86%. There's 2 different districts on Crenshaw. And yeah, the same thing as that too. So those are about 50% black. So there are tons of black communities with business owners and I don't know where the stats came from about that black economist. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on that part real quick. So question for you, because I don't know the answer to this, but Ben Crump is, what kind of attorney is he?
He's
civil suit attorney?
Yeah, the money lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and Daniel Cameron is the raccoon from he's a district attorney, correct?
Kentucky, right?
Right, yeah, somewhere down there.
Yeah, Attorney General.
Yeah, Attorney General, got it. And then I have a question about Johnny Cochran, just for you and for the people in chat.
He's a litigator.
What made Johnny Cochran so great? And like, why did black people trust him? And I didn't, maybe I missed it, but I didn't hear the negative speech. Thanks, I'm 100, he said civil. But I didn't hear the negative speech about Johnny Cochran. So did Johnny Cochran not say as much? Did he say just the right things? Was he fighting for justice? Like, what made Johnny Cochran such a special attorney?
Mike Weary the Great said, Fred, if I say you're right, bro. I know that's rare. You know what made Johnny, and only can speak for my era. I don't know what I can't speak on what he did before the OJ trial, so I can't speak on that. I'm just gonna speak on what I know. He went up against Goliath and won. Had a white victim, had 2 white victims, had an Asian judge, and I don't know what the percentage was white to ratio to black, white, others. I don't know what it was, but he went up against Goliath and won. And I believe Johnny Cochran defended a lot of because I saw pictures and shit like that. but I haven't really done much research on it. But I can remember I seeing him with civil rights activists a lot before my time, and I thought he fought for the civil liberties of, and I'm using the word that he used. He fought for the civil liberties of a lot of black people. You know, I'm pretty sure his firm fought for other than black people, but it seems like, off of what I know, and I only know one case that I know, the O.J. Simpson trial, he won.
Okay. Let me see. Brandon Washington, my brother Brandon Washington, salute to you. He said Johnny Cochran defended Black Panther Geronimo Pratt. I'm 100 said I think because Johnny was more well spoken, I guess. Okay. Charlie Love said because he represented for us genuinely. So the question to Charlie Love, I'm gonna play the devil's advocate. Who's to say that Ben Crump isn't genuine? This is for Charlie Love specifically. Let me finish going through this. And let me see. Kevin Evans said, and using capitalism to take it away. Okay. Bernard Max said Johnny Cochran was fighting to get reparations for black people. Dope. Let me see. I'm 100 said Johnny was a beast and he killed that trial for sure. Okay. Got it. Let me see. Johnny used to get innocent black people off and trumped up charges that they didn't commit. Okay. And in the OJ case. Got it. I mean, I know who he is. I'm just saying, like, why it was. Like,
well, he was a different type of lawyer because he was a trial lawyer. Crump ain't a. I don't know if he changed over to the civil side. I'm pretty sure his firm had all types of lawyers in it because you got to make money. I'm just saying what I know of him is being a trial lawyer in the OJ trial, and if he did civil too, he did civil as well. But that's my memory of him.
He became successful in civil rights cases.
I'm sure he did because I remember seeing him with pictures when I worked at the LA Sentinel, and I'm just going off of. I haven't done much research on Johnny Cochran, so you know, I saw him taking pictures with the owner of what's the owner of the Sentinel name? Oh, Danny Bakewell. So and that's my. I'm not an expert on Johnny Cochran. I'm very novice at it. So. Okay. Oh yeah, he did. So I remember Snoop. I already got Snoop off. So he got a lot of street credibility. Yeah, he did the OJ thing too, I believe. Yeah, okay. I think so. Yeah. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. So I've seen Ben Crump speak, and I didn't have anything. I think sometimes we get conditioned by somebody who teaches us that does not know. For example, you take a little white kid in Kentucky or in Indiana, right? Mm-hmm. Home of the Klansmen, right? And those little kids are just innocent kids, man. They don't know no better. But when you 3, 4, 5, and 6 years old and you have your trailer park white trash dad telling you, you know, screw nigger, the little kid grows up saying that. Sure. So I think for a lot of us who didn't really understand a lot of this stuff, we heard maybe one person say it, and then we heard Cheryl Crump, what's her name? Cheryl Dorsey, come in and spoke negatively about Ben Crump. Just in me hearing Ben Crump talk, I haven't heard anything that sounded like he wasn't genuine or whatever. But is he prohibited from speaking passionately about black folks, especially if, you know, he's dealing with his clients and sitting in their living room, hearing all of the great things about the deceased? You know, so I think that he would speak with some sort of passion. And what kind of influence does he have? I know I heard in the beginning somebody, or maybe was you talking about changing some laws?
He has great influence. He has great influence because if you're negotiating, if you're negotiating a settlement, you have great influence, and you have the ears of people. So, I think when you're talking to a city manager, the mayor, the council members, you can impact change. And if you're advocating for that, see, he's advocating for that. So when he speaks, he's speaking upon justice. And I think I have the right to hold him to what he's saying.
Right. And maybe I haven't listened to him enough, but what are the things that he's saying that he's going to accomplish?
I would have to go back and pull out what he says, but I can remember him talking about Daniel Cameron. I remember him in the Blake case about the police officers. I've heard him talk about they need to be held accountable. I remember all this, but I can't quote him right now. And what I can say is the man that shot George Blake, forgive me, Jeff Blake was the quarterback. I'm sorry. Jordan Blake. What's his name? Blake. First name.
Anyway, keep going.
Okay. That police officer got his job back. He's literally on the police force right now with no disciplinary action. So that's all I'm saying. And it can be hate to an untrained ear. I'm not hating on the man. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, Jacob Blake, thank you. I'm just holding him to his word. That's all I'm asking. He is the man with the power. Y'all don't get it. He is the man. No, Jeff Blake was a quarterback too from East Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. But Jeff Blake was a tennis player too. I'm holding him to what he says, and he is the bridge from black people to the people that's in charge of the system. Where you get $27 million from? Where you get $9 million from Breonna Taylor? So that's what I'm saying. Like, he's the bridge. He's talking to these people on an everyday basis. So if you're talking about it, I would, man, nothing. His job is to his job is just to focus on the money. Okay. And that's the rule that Hustler Home is saying. That's what Reggie Owens is saying. So I don't want to hear y'all saying that a fighter has another responsibility. I don't want y'all saying LeBron James has another responsibility. No.
Let's stick to this.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just stick to this because that's just going to take us down. We're going to go down a rabbit hole, and we'll be on that. So, I think it's great for us to have these great conversations, like my brother Brendan Washington says. Great show, great conversation. But I think at some point we have to start having some solutions or some common ground. We stay here for 2, 3, 4 hours, and then we're still going east, and other people have the chats going west. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, and everybody's entitled to their feeling. That's cool. But I want there to be some education with the answers. So because and listen, I don't really want to call nobody out, but if somebody's saying, "Oh, he's only about the money," right? Then I'm going to ask that one person to respond by saying, "Show the examples." Because you can't say that somebody is a certain way because they did something one time. They have to show a trend and a habit of doing that, right? So when a person says that they don't like him or he's all about the money and he doesn't care about the people, then I'm gonna say, "Well, show me." And if they show me, then I go, "Okay, now that's something for me and for the rest of the chat to look into." But and who are the other ones? So if Ben Crump is not in charge of these, I mean, who are the other attorneys? Eric Cottle, Twyla Carter, Tracy L. Brown. Like, who are the other attorneys that are that's going to handle these cases? Because it seems like a bunch of people don't want Ben Crump doing it. So in that case, who's going to do it? And I'm looking for the people in the chat who's against Ben Crump to supply the answers right now. Give us at least 3 people. So let me look for those people. Okay. Maurice McCower said Kim K. Oh, he's being funny.
I mean, she get people out of jail. She gets pardons.
I'm waiting for the answers from the chat.
Oh, no, it's just sad because tomorrow people gonna have. Oh, now he has one job. He's only responsible to do one thing, but the narrative is gonna change. That's why I said y'all motherfuckers y'all change like the wind. Y'all change like the wind. So, anyways.
Yeah. TT, what's up? I asked if Ben Crump is not the person there and everybody's advocating for something or someone else, I'm asking who are the names of those civil attorneys who can represent the family of these deceased people.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, Ben Crump, his job is to get the money. Okay, his job is to get the money. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. It's okay. It's okay. I'm fine with Benjamin Crump doing what he's supposed to do, and that is get the money. Now, tomorrow, if he's coming off sounding like Martin Luther King and saying no justice, no peace, it's on y'all. I'm just gonna do my part. All right, I'm gonna do my part. And
I didn't catch that, Brody. Say that one more time.
No, I'm saying if he's talking like he's Martin Luther King and saying no justice, no peace, and saying these cops need to get fired, and I don't know, man. It's just I don't know, man. I'm a loss for words. I
got you. I still didn't get any answers from the chat. You know, it's funny. I was having a conversation with my nephew. I don't know, maybe about 2 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, you know, scroll Donald Trump. And I said, listen, that's fine. You can hate Donald Trump. I said, but don't follow the trend of what everybody else is saying. I said, now, if you say that, then you have to be able to provide me an answer. You probably don't know right now. So I'm going to give you 24 hours to go find 3 reasons why you don't like Donald Trump. So when you come back and you sitting here with your little homies and everybody's saying, yeah, forget Trump. I'm going to ask them first and then see them stutter and watch how silly they look. And then I ask you, and then you can actually have an answer.
Yeah.
Right. So listen, it's all right for us to dislike somebody or to hate somebody or don't agree with them. But then we have to have a reason. We can't just be sheep talking about, yeah, forget Ben Crump. He's all about the money. And then can't provide an answer. So I'm looking for the other 3 attorneys that can handle these civil cases.
His job is to get the money, and so should these fighters. These fighters shouldn't care about your ass. Their fighters is to care about them. I just that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying the narrative is gonna be different for every individual. Every individual, y'all change y'all moral compass. Every example. Just try your best to have the same standard for everybody. Because if a fighter says, I don't give a fuck about the fans, like Keith Thurman, he's the most hated man in the world. His job is just to fight and make money. Just like Benjamin Crump's job is just to get the money, for the family. No matter what he says, his job is just to get the money. So what's Keith Thurman's job? Just to get the money for his family. So it's gonna change. The narrative gonna change with each person. The narrative change. This is a predominantly black platform, so we're gonna have plus charts. We're gonna have negative charts. It doesn't matter. We don't talk about other issues. I don't think we should be caring about how they live and do what they do. Mike Weaver the Great says the problem is he stopped demanding just. You say it again. I'm sorry.
I said I'm assuming he says he. I'm assuming he's talking about Crump. Right?
Yeah. The problem is Crump. Yeah, Crump. Yeah, stop demanding justice once he got the money. It should be justice or else. He have people burning up the city until he gets his bag. I understand what you're saying. So at the end of the day, I'll just it's totally up to. He has one job. Ben Crump, according to y'all, Ben Crump has one job. His job is to get the money for the family. And once he does that, he's cool. So I'm cool with it. Now, let that be the standard for everybody. It's not. You're going to change. Everybody has one job. No matter how they sound, no matter if he says these police officers should get fired, we should get qualified immunity, we should do it. Whatever he says, his job is just to get the money. I'm cool with it. Tomorrow, when we talk boxing, watch what happens.
Yeah, I know a lot of attorneys. I had a lot of attorneys as clients, over the last 10 years or whatever, but maybe not any, or if any, not enough civil attorneys. So I'm not familiar with, with all of their duties and responsibilities, like, pre, during, and post case. So, like, for example, let me see, TT said, where did I see it at? She said, that's true. He splits right after. So after he gets the money, is he supposed to stay around for 12 months? Is he supposed to console the family and help them find counseling? I'm like, what else is he supposed to do after that? And I'm just asking.
I mean,
just so everybody know, I'm not trying to be right today. I'm looking for answers. I'm trying to get some education. So.
I don't know what that's a subjective term, but I'll say this in terms of knowing how long he should stay. I'm just saying this. I haven't heard him mention Trayvon Martin's name outside. I haven't seen him with Mrs. Martin, with Mr. Trayvon Martin. I haven't seen him with his dad. I haven't seen him with them. So the point I'm making is, his job, according to y'all, his job is just to get the money. He can say what he wants. He can be more than the job, according to Reggie. He can say what he wants. He can do what he wants. But as long as he does his job, he's fine. Okay. Let's hold everybody to that standard. Because this is the most extreme case, fighting this oppressive system. So it should be easy when we talk about boxing. Y'all gonna move the goalposts to feel comfortable. Guarantee you. It's a sin to hold a black man accountable. It's a sin to hold. I never heard of that in my life. But y'all can call me a coon, but it's a sin to hold Benjamin Crump accountable. Y'all got to make it make sense. I'm a coon tonight. According to Reggie, I'm a coon, but I can't hold Benjamin Crump accountable. So Reggie can hold me accountable, but I can't hold Benjamin Crump. This is such, y'all just so full of contradictions. It is beyond my own understanding. That's why I oh God, it's just beyond me. It's just beyond me. Y'all just filibust and change your narratives and this and that. Oh, I'm hating on Al Heyman. Okay, I'm hating on Al Heyman. Disprove me. Prove me wrong. I'm hating on Benjamin Crump. Prove me wrong. I just heard him say he's fighting for the civil liberties of that man. What does civil liberties encompass? So hold me accountable. Everybody, please hold me accountable, because I thrive in accountability. I love the accountability. Hold me accountable, but don't hold no other black person accountable ever in your life. Just hold Frederick Hawthorne accountable. How about we do that? And I'm not saying that to be sarcastic. Hold me accountable, but no one else should be held accountable because they're rich or powerful. The reason why we're talking about Benjamin Crump, because it's a national story. So it galvanizes. So you guys want me to talk about the black person that owns the liquor store on my corner? Yeah, we could bring him on as a guest, but y'all don't know him. Benjamin Crump makes for a universal conversation. It galvanizes the majority of us in the chat so we can have a conversation about, I guess, being black in America. So hold me accountable. I'm wrong, but don't hold Benjamin Crump accountable. We're hating on Benjamin Crump. So y'all hating on me. Y'all got to make it make sense. You got to make it make sense. Y'all not ready. See, I cut off the fat in my conversations. See, Reggie says, Fred, you are a coon. I can be a coon. I'm comfortable with being your coon. I don't give a fuck. But the point is, I'm rich. I'm black. Benjamin Crump is rich. He's black. You can hold me accountable, Red. You can call me a coon. But we can't hold Benjamin Crump accountable. Red, you're not making sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Now you going tit for tat. I'm rich. I'm done with you, Reg. I'm done. Because you're not even mad. Gone postal. Fred speaking all facts. Crump getting blood money. He is getting blood money. Because you know what? He emotionally attaches. He speaks to our spirit. Oh, he massages just like a Baptist pastor. Oh, man. God is this. God is this. Now, look. Now, the moment he says that, the doors of the church is open. Put your donations in there. Ha, 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 ha. Let me put this magic. Let me put this black magic on you because I'm a great orator. Let me do this. Let me do that. And then he goes into your purse and your wallet and gets your money. That's what Benjamin Crump is doing. Justice must be served. Justice must be served. I don't know how he's saying it. But he goes and gets the money and doesn't stay. Tank said he put out a petition. Tank, Crump don't need a petition. How about if I said, hey, y'all, you know what? We gonna sign a petition to convince Earl Spence to fight Terrence Crawford. I got Earl Spence's phone number. The fuck I need to sign a petition for? You know what I'm gonna say? The people in the barbershop, I'm gonna call Earl and say, the people in the barbershop say you need to fight Tank Davis. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understand that's for the filibuster. Oh yeah, he's doing a petition. Let's sign a petition. Well, there should be enough fucking signatures on it since the Trayvon Martin. It should be enough. When are we just gonna say, listen, I respect everything Tamika Mallory is doing, but she should have not have done that commercial without a parent in that, without a brother, without a sister. Y'all talk about Jay-Z and Dame Dash, right? Jay-Z left Dame Dash and became a billionaire. How come Al Heyman never worked with Jay-Z? How come they on opposite sides of the fence? It never made sense to me. Never made sense. How come Jay Prince is working with Bob Arum, Al Heyman is working with Fox, and Jay-Z couldn't really get into boxing? He tried, but he lost a lot of money with Andre Ward. So, the petition is beautiful. It sounds great. That's something that we can do. Sign the petition. But you know what? Benjamin Crump has the governor's number. He has the mayor's number. He's going to have the number of the new police captain because I believe he just resigned. He's going to, man, he got Obama's number. I just, listen, we ain't signing no petition to get Deontay Wilder on the show. I'm going to call Deontay Wilder. So I just said people can say what they want, but as long as they do what they registered job is to do, then that's fine. But people want to complain. See, Reg want to complain about what white people are doing. I don't want to complain about what white people are doing. Reg is going to post something about what a white person did on his Instagram. I don't care what a white person does. We're comparing ourselves. The system was made for them. How about we create our own system and say, fuck them? Oh, the white man gets away with this and we can't get away with that. I don't care. I don't post shit. Who cares? I want to encourage ownership. that gives you power. I swear before God, man, I don't give a fuck about being a king on Rodale Drive. What is that shit? Rodale on Sunset Boulevard. I'm not complaining. I'm just addressing the whole. No, who gives a fuck about them? Who cares? Every time you post it, you're glorifying. You're making another black man scared to drive down the street. Every time you post something about white supremacy, you're enabling white supremacy. Simple put. So I don't care what they do, man. Like, I really don't, man. Like, my spirit don't care. If Lincoln was woke right now, I would bring him in and I say, Lincoln, if someone closed the door on you, what do you do? Lincoln, you know what Lincoln's going to say? I build my own house. That's what Lincoln's going to say. If I say, Lincoln, are you good? He's going to say, no, I'm great. I don't run my life saying, Lincoln, oh, don't do that because the white man ain't going to like you. I don't live my life like that. So at the end of the day, everybody has one job. And to answer your question, Reg, the WBC president can do what he wants to do because the black fighters are not giving up that belt. We're just wasting our time yelling. I said that a couple days ago. So at the end of the day, y'all keep on promoting white supremacy, but white supremacy don't exist. But I'm going to post it every day. But white supremacy don't exist. But I'm going to show a white person in being superior over a black person every day. I'm going to show y'all. Oh, I'm just highlighting the day. We already know. But I'm going to show a white person killing a black person on my timeline every day. I'm going to show a white person beating up a black person every day on my timeline. Okay. There's no such thing as white supremacy. I get it. Anyways, go ahead, man.
You good?
Yeah, good. I'm good.
My brother Mike Jones asked a question earlier.
Oh, what he say?
He said, did any of the families complain about Ben Crump?
Yeah, two of them. Mike Brown complained about the totality of it, and Tamir Rice's mom. Tamir Rice's mom said basically in one interview, I saw two interviews of her, and she's done a few since then. But she said Benjamin Crump was trying to train her how to talk. She was too much a loose wire. She was this, she was that, and she sounded like an angry black woman. But I mean, these cases are so big. These cases are so big, and I mean.
But that's. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off.
Yeah.
Aren't those all attorneys? I know I've had potential cases and cases before, and every attorney that I dealt with, coached me or advised me or counseled me to speak a certain way. I mean,
now you got to listen, because I'm going to say it out of context in which she's speaking about. So you got to watch the interviews. But basically, he wasn't helping her in a nutshell. So I get what you're saying. So watch the interview, and there lies the answer. I'm not going to speak for her.
Okay. Yeah, I got a lot of video watching tonight, man. I gotta watch a whole bunch on Ben Crump and see what the families and the people are saying. So I think because it's these are all emotional cases, right? So you get to these cases and you wanna punch a hole in the wall, you wanna cry, you wanna scream and curse. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's a certain point of the case that I just don't want to be a part of. You know what I mean? But then obviously for the sake of the show, for the sake of conversation, and also to know what's going on in the community, I have to watch some of the stuff. So I think I've just been, especially since Cheryl Dorsey came on speaking ill about Crump.
I ain't even realized that until you said it. I wasn't even thinking about Cheryl Dorsey and Ben Crump.
Yeah, she would always call them the Lollipop Guild or whatever.
Yeah.
So, especially a woman of power, and if she's a beautiful woman too, and well-spoken, a combination of those three, she gonna convince some men. And here we are, 200, 300 men initially every night. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that her words hold some power. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm just looking for the answers though. I still didn't get the answers to the 2 or 3 questions that I asked earlier, but let me see. Kevin Evans said, he said there are too many cases. That's the problem. Yeah. It's too many, man. As soon as you, as soon as you start to settle into one case and get all of the real facts and the details and the trial starting, then there's 2 more cases. And you don't get 2 weeks. You don't get 2 weeks off, and then there's another one again. So sometimes it's tough to keep up with those. Let me see. Mike Way the Great says settlement just keep the window open for the next shooting, man. Yeah, it's tough, man. I want to support all of the brothers, man, who doing something for our people. But, I also want to make sure that these families are taken care of, not just compensated, but taken care of and had the right counseling and stuff like that. And also advised how to handle these finances. You take a lower middle class or a lower class family who's never had any money, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden they got 12, 20, $30 million. People come out the woodwork and these people lose that money. So, but more than anything, the first thing is preservation of life. So we got to figure out, a strategy, whether it's a get back strategy or to get right strategy or not to get involved in anything strategy. But we got to come up with some answers. And conversation is great, but at the end of the day, we need, we'll come behind that equal sign. 2 + 2 = something, and we got to figure out what the answer is. So
own your shit, man. Buy a house, create. I'm telling you, man, don't be consumed with that. I got to get $1 million, $1 zillion. Don't let that consume you, man. Your ownership is your freedom. Please.
Hey, Maurice McElroy, man, come on, homie, stop it. I already said exactly what I said. I said I'm asking questions. You talking about why I didn't take up for Wilder? What didn't I say for Wilder? What didn't I say? I just didn't disrespect beat out the God. But go back and listen to the show. You're gonna hear what I said. I'm definitely one dude that ain't no sucker. I ain't nobody punking me. I don't care if it's a guest. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in the chat, Fred. I'm definitely not that dude. Yeah, 100% not that dude. So I'm not taking up for Crump. I'm asking questions. I said that. You listening? I said that. I said I'm not trying to be right. I'm asking questions. I said I'm playing devil's advocate. Did you just not hear me say that I want justice for the families? Did you not just hear me say I want counsel for the families? Did you just not hear me say that I want financial advice for these families? But before all of that, I want the preservation of life for our people. Stop looking for argument. I ain't looking for no argument with you. Come on now. So basically, it's okay to kill us, just pay the family. Got it. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Do you own a business, Maurice McElroy? Do you own a business? Do you own a black business? Are you hiring black people? I do. Do you? Well, my receptionist need to move. Guess what I do? I get the U-Haul and I go with my trainers and we go move her. When the rent ain't paid, guess who make up for it? I do. Black staff, black company. Do you? Oh, he clowning with me. Come on, man. Don't do me like that.
But
dang, Mo.
But that's I mean, raw emotions mean we care. So at the end of the day, I suggest that we ownership, man. I'm telling you, man, ownership is the vessel to freedom. That white picket fence American dream, man, please, I'm telling you, man, a piece of your life, make sure it's ownership, please. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, man. Just please, I think it's the key. I think it's a strong component. It saved my life. I'm being honest. If I didn't own what I have, maybe I wouldn't be as aggressive as I am in boxing. I don't know. I can't answer because I don't have one without the other. But it's the key. Knowing that no matter what I do outside of my house, as it pertains to boxing and this conversation that we're having, and I can curse anybody out I'm just giving you guys an example, but I can still go home and not worry about, man, is he gonna kick me out? You know what I mean? I still make a level of income without saying, man, I don't know if I'm gonna make that much money this month to pay my bills. You understand what I'm saying? So I think like that's the key, man. Appreciate you, young Merv, but that's the key. That's the key. I don't think right now in America, the key, the vessel to freedom is equality. I don't believe in equality. First of all, I don't think nothing can be equal in a capitalist society. You know, if see the irony about how they trick us, they want us to fight for equality, but they don't like what they have over in Russia. What's that called?
Communism.
They don't like communism, but they want us to fight for equality in America. man, oh man, oh man. You know what I mean? When you see the truth playing out before your eyes, like boxing is just manipulating the fuck out of boxing fans, and we just sit here and we just take it. We just take it. You know what I mean? Like I'll give you a small example, and I'm gonna make it make sense. Everyone said, hey, Castano was fighting Teixeira. He's the mandatory for Teixeira. He should fight him. Yeah, he should fight him. Right? Everyone applauded that, right? Everyone applauded that move, right? No one mentioned how much money he was making. No one said, oh, he's going to get underpaid for being the mandatory. He'll make more money fighting Laura on PBC. Now let me change the names. Sean Porter, Crawford. Oh, he gave him $1 million. Oh, he shouldn't take the, but guess what? Now Castano's about to get a big bag because he took the risk. But y'all say he shouldn't take this. Y'all saying Sean Porter shouldn't take the short money. But y'all advocated that Castano go over there and take the short money because Golden Boy don't pay shit. Golden Boy don't pay shit. If you don't believe me, Golden Boy don't pay nothing. They are the worst. Y'all think Bob Arum is bad. Oh my gosh. Oh, I mean, it's just, I trained in a Golden Boy gym for, not a Golden Boy gym, but I would say 70% of the fighters are Golden Boy fighters and 30% are others, PBC fighters, whatever the case may be. But don't get paid for shit. But y'all celebrate Castano. But tell Sean Porter he's being underpaid. See what I'm saying? But we fight for equality, but don't want to live the life what Russia has. What's it called again? Communism. Communism is equality. Basically, everyone is the same. There's just levels. You make $10 an hour at level 1. You make $15 an hour at level 2. You make $20 hours at level 3. Everyone has health care and this and that. You live, you die, everybody's comfortable. The president lives in this big mansion. He has that's what communism is. There's no free enterprise. The government overhauls everything. The government subsidizes everything. You got a farm, they subsidize the farm, you feed the whole entire nation. So that's communism. They just changed the word to equality over here. See, I know that. That's why I believe in free enterprise. I linked on my ability to build. So go ahead, DB.
Oh man, I'm just my brain getting right, man. I'm just breaking my fast not too long ago. I came in the house, so yeah, I'm just now. I have my second win ain't kicked in yet, so excuse me and forgive me.
Yeah. No. Next week. No, next week we're gonna talk about how Bob Arum is treating black fighters. But you can't talk about how Bob Arum is treating black fighters because guess what? The black fighters signed the contract. I'm done, man. I'm done. I'm gonna make it make too much sense for y'all that you can't get mad at no fighter for how much money they make or how they're being treated. You can't. Based off the argument based off of Ben Crump. You can't. It's impossible. I'll make it make sense next week when I have the analogies. I don't have time to make the analogies right now. I don't want to make a 4-hour show. I gotta get up at 6 o'clock every day now. Like I gotta be up and moving, making breakfast and smoothies and brushing hair and shit now. You know what I
mean? Hey, so my last thing for you,
yeah, go ahead.
Is what's the quick solution? Like, what are we asking for the families to do? Number one. Number two, what are we asking for Ben Crump to do? And then the third one, which is what are we looking for us to do?
Ownership. I'm urging y'all. You want to get out of this American Dream debt deal that they got going? They got this 2-for-1 deal called the American Dream. Man, your American Dream is get your dream rolling. Ownership. If it online store, brick and mortar store, own your house. Please make a percentage of your income based off of your merit, based off of your blood, sweat, and tears. And then you'll get better and better and better and better and better. And then your percentage will get more and more and more and more. I just ultimately believe in that. I don't believe your spirit is 100% satisfied with someone telling you where your freedom is based off of someone, your financial freedom is based upon someone saying yes or no. And I'm only saying that just as a man. I'm not going to speak for a woman, but just as a man, I don't think you're 100% satisfied with someone telling you yes and no. And it's based upon them saying yes or no. So ownership is the key. And I'm only criticizing Ben Crump because he says he's fighting for justice. He's fighting for justice. So I'm just holding him to his word. And I guess I'm wrong for holding the man to his word. I'm a hater. You know what I mean? I'm a hater for holding Leonard Ellaby to his word, saying Tank gonna fight 3 times this year. I'm a hater. I'm a hater for saying we don't see that Tank Davis is about to ruin his career. So at the end of the day, I'll just say, put yourself in a position of ownership, business, where you live, where you play, where you work. Just put yourself in a position. Group economics makes it a little bit easier. So that's all.
Cool. All right, man. Well, it was a good Tuesday. Despite the the loss of life for our people. We still down a soldier, but we still got a whole lot of war left. Still got a whole lot left. So,
well, we singing the same song. We singing the same goddamn song, and the people in position, we keep on voting for these politicians and shit. Oh yeah, oh man, these politicians are amazing. Oh, but they black, so we should vote them in. Oh, Biden, we should vote them in. Oh, we should hate Trump. We should love Trump. We should hate Biden. We should hold. I say hold your fucking vote. Make them earn it. No, we gotta vote. That's a waste. Oh, you dumb for not voting. Y'all, you stupid. Well, look at America now. Immigrants about to get $15,000. Immigrants. How the fuck are we paying immigrants? Think about that. Think about that conceptually. Immigrants don't pay taxes. I'm not saying they don't pay taxes, but you guys understand what I'm saying. They buy stuff from the store. But they not obligated. They not obligated. I say hold your vote and make them feel the pain. And then we have our own candidate. We do this. I don't care if he get 5%. Next election, he gonna get 8%. Next election, he gonna get 13%. Maybe it takes 20 years. But this system that we keep on supporting will not support your black ass. We fighting for we are literally on a 3-week trial. We going into week 3. I don't know. Help me. We going into week 3 when everybody saw this man on his neck. 3-week trial. We got to pay. I mean, they only getting paid. They get paid minimum wage, I believe. I'll be here in LA. They get paid minimum wage, but we got to pay for the jurors. We got to pay for their hotel. I don't think they get to go back to their family. I think they got to live in a hotel with no TV, no shit. You know, they got under these strict rules and shit. We got to pay for their 3 meals a day. We got to pay. They probably get their own personal security. We got to pay for the judge. We got to pay for the bailiff. We got to pay for the lady that types. We got to for a person that we saw sit on this man's neck for 9 minutes. We thought it was 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Now it's 9 minutes and 29 seconds. Sheesh. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Due process. Due process takes 4 weeks and takes 365. No, not 365 days yet, but it takes 300 days plus the trial. Man, and we want to vote. We want to consistently vote. Just, and we want to. Oh man, we don't want to be uncomfortable. Joe Biden was a comfortable pick for us, and because he tweets about it, he's different than Donald Trump. No, I want to see action. I want to see qualified immunity taken away. I think if your stroke of a pen can free people, I think your stroke of pen can veto something. Nah, go back and talk about it again. Nah, go back and talk about it again. Nah, go back and talk about it again. And we got a litigator. And we got a litigator. That's the vice president. She's a litigator, right? Of some form. She's a lawyer, correct? On some form, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So I know I was right, but I haven't said it in a long time. But I'm just saying, she's the vice president. I don't give, y'all can say she's black. She's not. She's a litigator. So she understands the law. She understands being pragmatic. She understands the letter of the law. Black people want to live in spirit of the law, the emotion of the person. No, the law. What does the law say? The law said every 35 years, they got to vote to make sure your ass can vote. It's not in the Constitution. They got to reenact that Voters' Right Act of 64, 65, whatever it is, every 35 years, 25 years. It's not in the Constitution that you got the right to vote. We going to keep on voting. Wait till their population gets skinny. Wait till 2080, 2120, 100 years from now. When a percentage of these black men are are having mixed kids, and the white population birth rate is less than 1, and black man, black woman is having more babies. They averaging 4 kids. I'm telling you, 2120. We ain't gonna be here for it. Maybe 1 or 2 of us in the chat might make it. I wish you luck. Your kids might make it. I'm saying. Oh, you think they gonna you think they gonna reenact that? Yeah, right. yeah, right. I'm telling you, if we don't get it now, wait till they become the real minority. I mean, like where America can see it. You think you got shit? They gonna do everything they can to stay in power. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I just think that own your shit, man. That's the express lane. Own your shit, please. Own your shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, cool, bro. Who got in here tomorrow?
Us. We ain't got a guest till next. I mean, we got a guest coming in for 20. We have an author on Thursday. She's coming in for 20 minutes. And then we have Suleiman on Monday and Berto another day, Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah, man, we got one of our locals, Jalen Skywalker Walker. He getting ready to fight. I believe it's on the 22nd, man. Got to support him. So, for everybody who on my, I don't know what you call it, in my stories, I'm gonna post it up there. But man, hopefully, I'm gonna see if I talk to him probably tomorrow or sometime to see if we can get him to come in here just for a few minutes to speak to the people, man. Y'all gonna love this kid, man. He's a good kid. He represents South Central, and he in the gym all day, every day, man, just putting in work. He loves boxing. He's on all boxing channels, all boxing platforms. It's just all boxing. He don't take a side. He love EJ. He love Bud. Y'all gonna love this kid, man, and he's gonna be a force to reckon with in the boxing world. But anyhow, man, another hot show. Obviously 2 different sides, right? And the chat clashed, man, and made for some conversation, man. Good conversation. And somebody said earlier, y'all preaching to the choir. Man, listen, I don't know who preaching. I'm not the one preaching. I'm trying to gain something from it today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ownership. Yep, that's it. So I think once we start owning stuff and putting our people in positions. Who said that? Somebody just said, oh, that was King Randall, as a matter of fact. He said that. And shout out to King Randall and also Patty Dean, man. He's going to be out here on May 1st. Mm-hmm. So we need some youngsters all in the Southern California area, man. Tell them to come up because, this dude is 21. So he got a whole lot of life ahead of him with a whole lot of activism and help and good deeds and whatnot. So, they can be a part of the grassroots program. You know what I mean? So yeah, from all the way from Young Merv down in San Diego, all the way up to, to Compton, Long Beach, Watts, Inglewood. Let's get a whole bunch of these young teens and young men out, even some grown men. I don't know how to change oil and stuff like that. Yeah, get over there. And hopefully we'll name the location pretty soon. And that'll be good. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody who's participating in the holiday Ramadan, and first official full day, and yeah, man, peace to the family. So we ready to get out of here. Who you want to give some love to, bro?
I just saw Blue Blood in here. Get some love to Blue Blood. We got Picasso in here. We got your best friend Maurice McElroy. You know what I mean? Right, we got Knowledge, man. What's up, Knowledge?
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, shout out to all of the brothers, man. You know what I mean? Got Birdman in the building, Brother Code 10, Knowledge, Born Allah, Kevin Evans says, Dutch Schultz. Got my brother, Aeon Jack in the building, Jarvis Johnson, 323 by way of 213, old school. You better know that. My brother Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens, Knowledge Born Allah, Robert Brown in the building, Maurice McElroy gave me a heart attack. Picasso in the building, my brother Philip H. Got Yova repping, man, Cali side, Alfonso Morris. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Bang, bang. And Fred going to catch up sooner or later. Players Ball in the building, Dave Jack, Detroit, Eastside 313 in the building, S. Riddle 45. My brother, Mr. Tennessee himself, Hustler Slim in the building. Yeah, and there we go. We got Blue in the building. What up, Blue?
What's up, Blue Blood?
Hey, Blue, you already know what to do, man. Drop the link, man, so people can join, can subscribe to your channel. Blue got that heat.
Salute.
My peopleization. Blue.
Hey, what Winky Wright fight did you watch, Blue Blood? I was anxious. I want to go watch that. I was torn between. I didn't get a chance to do it yet, but I was thinking about Fernando Vargas, and you got me thinking about that Taylor fight. So I was torn between those two. But anyways, go ahead, man.
Yeah, shout out to my brother Kyle, man, the boxing section. We're gonna slide over to Kyle again, man. We getting out of here a little bit earlier, man. So Kyle should be enjoying that, man. Hustlers Home in the building. Salute Hustlers Home.
Appreciate you.
There you go. Let me see. We got Trap Lord that came back in the building, man. Cosmico 2019. Compa. Got Cosmico in the house.
Oh, you did watch the main chat. No, we ain't had Antonio Tarver on. He got a fight Saturday, so hopefully he does well. I don't know. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about that shit, man.
Yeah. And my big bro Punch on the building, he said, thumbs up, man. Hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button on the way out. Why not, man? This is a passionate conversation. You know what I mean?
Shout out to D Will.
We gonna vote our way out of this shit. We gonna vote our way out of this shit. We gonna pay our taxes our way out of this shit. Keep paying your taxes and vote. Don't worry about nothing else. Just vote and pay your taxes. Just vote and pay it. You ain't got no power anyway. You can't own shit anyway. Just vote, nigga. Vote, nigga. Vote, nigga. Vote.
Got Dre Finest, OG Dre's Finest in the building. Salute, Unc. Let's see who else we got, man. And yeah. South Central Zone. Tank Obadiah TV, my brother. He said, FUBU, absolutely. For us, by us. Yeah. That's the way to do it, man.
Motherfucker, Democrat can't win an election without the black vote. And we just hand it to these motherfuckers. Are you fucking kidding me? Those two counties in Georgia, Fulton County. What's the other county? It's Fulton County. And what's the other black county? Shit.
Gwinnett County?
I don't know, but it's two counties in Georgia. It is impossible to win the state of Georgia without those two counties.
Yeah, it's got to be Gwinnett. I think that's where Atlanta is at.
I don't know. Tay Jones know it.
TT, what's the counties down there? Those two big counties in Georgia.
Oh, it's not I know it. Hey, what's the name of the
DeKalb? Maybe it's DeKalb County.
What's the name of the baseball field? Turner County. Oh my gosh.
Those are the ones I know. I know Gwinnett, DeKalb,
Cobb County. I don't know. It's one of the motherfuckers. All right, I'll know tomorrow. I'll know tomorrow. So, anyways, all right, let's get out of here.
Yeah, I think we done got everybody, man, into the
Fulton County. I said Fulton County. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I haven't seen none of the queens in here. Seen none of the sisters in here in a minute, but okay, there go TT back in the building.
What's up, TT?
Love is the word. The Queen Patty Dean. I haven't seen her in here, so she'll probably be listening in later. Lauren Bevel might catch us in the morning time. Who else am I missing?
Fulton County. It is Fulton County. Thank you, TT.
Yeah, shout out to all of them. Mark Fralin, I see you, man. You done slid in the building. Salute to you. Right, man. Matrix R. All right, PGH Big Dog. There you go, my brother.
It's DeKalb County. That's what it is. Thank you, Blue Blood. Thank you, TT. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, and Das Diggity or Das Diggity. Okay, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, and there you go. Das Diggity said new here, but I'm feeling it. Salute. Right on. Thank you, man. Go and hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. We'll be back here tomorrow at the same black time, same black channel.
Yeah,
absolutely. And Kai, I see you. There you go. Kai in the building says salute to Blue. Yeah. All right, man. Young Merv, the cut man back in it. He said Fulton County. Okay, we got it, man. All right. Yeah, we got all the family, man, in here. Thank everybody again for coming through. Sab, one salute to you. SS Caesar, thanks for sending me that link.
Appreciate you, Caesar. I'm about to listen to it.
Pound Sports Entertainment. Yeah, C sent me a cool little. I'm gonna send it to you right now. You'll see it. You probably watched it already. But
what's that?
Anyhow, man, Peoples Hernandez, we waiting on you, big dog, man. Play the song,
man. If we would have went 15 more minutes, my head would have exploded. Wow. God damn. Shit. I don't know what world we live in. We can't hold a man to his word. Oh, but Bob Arum, you said Manny Pacquiao's fighting Terrence Crawford. Hold that nigga accountable. But Ben Crump say, oh, we gonna change the laws. We gonna do this. No, but his job is just to get the money. 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 Oh, man. Oh, the shaving cream fell? Oh, I had to change it up a little bit. It's on this side, right? It's right there in the barbershop conversation sign. Deep Hernandez in the building, DB. See, you see it? It's on the bar. It's in the middle of the barbershop conversation sign. Appreciate you, Kyle. Man, much expected, much is given. Oh, man. You can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine up, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your words now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. For the children, it's a given. You gotta give it. Be a blessing. It's my personal statement. Running like I'm ASICS. Learning, develop, patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah. Bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. So I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition. Back up against the rope. Appreciate you, Kevin. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Focus on common goals. Yeah. Give back, give love, give inside away. Never give up, stand tall to fight the man. Oh man. How and I'm gonna watch that video Caesar just sent me right now. I want to hear that auntie speak. Yeah, bro. Take it personal. Telling you the truth, hey. It's all in what you do, hey. Some things you gotta do, hey. Love y'all, man. Appreciate it. Love you, DB, man. Thank you, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Love y'all, man. All right, peace.